Okay, sound check, 1, 2, 3. This looks good. Stream is up and running. And welcome back, everybody. To those who are watching this for the first time, I'm telling welcome back because we're supposed to fly an A350, and we did all the introduction and all the stuff, and then I realized that, we all realized that the switches that are supposed to rotate are not clickable for whatever reason, because they were working. But anyways, so as the chat decided, we have jumped back on the 330 to listen to those new sounds, and we're going to be continuing with the same exact flight we're supposed to do. So we're going to have to ditch the beautiful A350 with the beautiful Lufthansa livery, and instead we'll be contracting Condor with its very striking livery. This is the island one. I did not put the link in the description, but I'll be putting the link in the description for this livery. I actually first didn't like this livery, but now I think it actually worked pretty okay. Regardless, for those who are watching this for the first time, yeah, we'll be flying from Munich to Barcelona. Flight time is going to be expected 1 hour and 40 minutes. There might be some interesting weather coming up in Barcelona because there is some rain coming up and perhaps some wind. So now that this is the Toliss, the 330, which has a bit of a better controllability, I'm actually feeling more comfortable flying it. So that's great. Because I just spent 15 minutes talking, let's go straight to the airplane, let's power it up, let's prepare everything. I've already changed the sim brief, and we're going to have a very important task on this flight. We're going to have to take a screenshot for the thumbnail of this live stream, because I've just put literally the screenshot as I spawned. Yeah, man, I think this plane actually looks cool. I'm excited for this new sound pack, so guys, put the sound up. I hope you will be hearing just fine. Welcome back, everybody. By the way, the 340 right here next to me is Aviator, so it's going to be flying with me, and that's good. All right, let's jump straight to the cockpit, make sure that everything is good. Parking brake is on, flaps and spoilers are retracted, engines off, weather radar is off, throttle is on idle, the gear is down, and we've got both wipers off. In terms of a battery, Alright, I got scared for a second because I was rotating my mouse and it did not want to scroll. We're above 25.5, I don't think, or I don't know if this is exact minimum that's applicable for the 330, but anyways, I'm gonna be quiet because I want to listen to this power-up sound.
Another 5-1 Whiskey, contact apron 121-780. 121-780, fraction 951 Whiskey, go.
Yeah, not too bad. Aviator, yes, they're the only international airport in Barcelona, like large international airport, that's it. Alright, so let's start. Emergency exit lights, no smoking, logo, and now we start from here. So crew supply on, ground control on. I can leave this as is. I'm gonna put the switches to nav, and they will work. Strobes on, this is all good. Landing evaluation is on auto, fuel pumps off, panel looks good. I'm going to test here the APU. Oh, I can press and drag down. I wish they did this for the 320s. And we're going to do it for the engines as well, and it lights up just nicely. Confirm all good is here, marker off, I don't want to listen to that. And it's good. How are we looking here in terms of dome? It's dim, armed, central light is off. Now, on this side, brightness are okay, flight director constraints, plan mode 40. I'm gonna put constraints are 40 on this side as well. Accumulator pressure is a little bit low, so I believe it's yellow electric anyway. Let's try. Perhaps it's not, so it should be different, which... No, wait, I switched it up. Never mind. Crap. Electrical is right here. Yeah, it's not the yellow. Sorry, this is the next question I'll have to give to my A330 instructor. Blue? Perhaps blue? Yep, it's the blue. Alright, so blue electrical hydraulic will be to recharge accumulator. Great, gear is down. Let's go very quickly through the pages. So we've got oil quantity, that's fine, that's all good. So power is connected, batteries are fine. We've got hydraulic level, that's good. No CBs out, APU off, temps are looking fine. Doors open like that, flight controls off. We got 21.8 thousand in terms of fuel. Status is good, recall is normal. I'm gonna put this up here, and we're gonna already set 2000 here. Put this into on TARA, or in fact, you know what, I can put it to standby for now, but it will still display as mode Charlie. Exactly. Good. Excellent. Very, very nice. So let's go here. NAV database is updated till the 15th of April, so actually soon. I have to change it. And Echo Delta Delta Mike to, oops, Lima Echo Bravo Lima. And just to make fun of things, because we had this problem with the airplane, Lufthansa failed to have a working airplane, and we had to go with Condor. So now we're going to be flying as Condor 1818, which is the call sign number Lufthansa would have used. So I'm going to pre-file the flight plan real quick already. I changed the airplane type, so that's good. And we're going to be loading the airplane as quickly as we can. 370 for the flight level, sounds good to me. No flight level change, I'm going to assume this. Let me see, did it take into account an extra 1,500 kilos of fuel that I wanted? I hope so. If not, I'm going to have to do it manually. And no, it didn't. Alright, so I'm going to have to do it manually, that's no problem. Regardless of that, our alternate is Palma. So Lima Echo Papa Alpha, it's a very questionable alternate. I hope the weather is fine. We're going to be Condor. So that's config, right? Yeah, config 1818. And now let's watch our loading here. So, sim brief tells us there's going to be a bunch of passengers coming up. 163. So let's remove all the cargo. 163.3. That's going to be the amount of passengers we're going to have. 288. I like this distribution. I'm going to put 28.2. I'm going to load that, and in terms of fuel, we've got 16 tons of fuel. This feels funnily little. So because of that, I'm going to add 1.5 ton just because of the weather. And because it goes up 1 ton, we're going to have to add plus 37, so that's actually not a factor. So I'm just going to go with 16 plus 1.5, that'll be 17.5, just like that. Let's round it up to 18. Alright, quick the fuel, it's done. Apply the load and settings, all is good. So 288 on board. Cost index 36. Cruise level 370, what the hell. And our temp on the top of climb will be minus 63. Cold, quite cold. Alright, 0 fuel weight and 0 fuel weight CG, so 163.3 and 28.2. Block fuel is going to be 18. Set that in, seems good. Final, an extra 1 hour and 10. That much? Really? Well, we'll see. Alright, let's check the ATIS information real quick here. Swappy, hey! How are you doing? Great to see you here. I'm doing pretty well. Just had some problems here with the A350. I really wanted to fly it, but unfortunately, unfortunately it did not work. So we had to go with the 330. It's fine. We've got a new sound system here, a new Soundpack to test, so it's going to be sounding as good as the 350. In fact, I think it's even going to sound better than that. Alright, Munich Information Lima, automatic meteorology report, time 1650, so that was like 20 minutes ago. Expect vectors for independent parallel ILS approach, runway 08 left and 08 right, runways in use 08 left and 08 right. Transition level 60, wind 360 degrees, 4 knots. Interesting, so we're departing with a 4 knot tailwind. No, never mind, sorry. It's gonna be direct crosswind basically. Variable between 320 and 040, just forget what I said, that was a brain fart. Visibility 10 kilometers, clouds, overcast 1000 feet, temperature 10, dew point 8, QNH 1014, trend, temporary clouds broken 900 feet, Munich Information Lima out. Okay, so we've got Information Lima, that's good. In fact, you know what I want to check though? I want to check if we can properly listen to it so I can practice my listening skills a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 0. We don't have the new radio panel here. That's unfortunate.
Munich Information Lima.
Oh, we got it.
Automatic. Met port time 1650 Zulu. Expect vectors for independent parallel ILS approach runway 08 left and 08 right, runways and use 08 left and 08 right. Transition level 60. Wind 360 degrees 4 knot. Variable between 320 and 040 degrees. 10 kilometers clouds. Forecast 1000 feet. Temperature 10. Dew point 8 QNH 1014 trend. Temporary clouds. Broken 900 feet. Munich Information Lima. Out.
Yep. Sounds perfect. So I'm happy with that. Now we're going to be Turbo 6 Echo. There we go. No transition. Insert. From Turbo, we are jumping into... Oh crap, sorry, pressed in the wrong place. Taxi. I need ground taxi chart, thank you very much. Parking stands west. Yeah, that's where we are. We are on stand 118. Oh, there's a lot of 18s here. Call sign 1818, stand 118 as well. So that's funny. And I need to get this quickly. So, guys, chat, bear with me, please. I'm trying to get us up in the air as quickly as possible because we're going to have some time on the cruise. So, to talk, and because of the stupid delay with the A350, I'm trying to get myself ahead as fast as I can. Topso to backcore. Oh yeah, sorry. Not a Boeing. This is actually a thing that I prefer to have on the Boeing, because you can just input airways and standalone waypoints on the same page, and it's much faster. So GACBA and VAM2. I'm pretty sure I already inserted this waypoint a couple of times in my life. Colon as well. Gangu as well. In fact, I think we did this flight. We did this flight on the 7-4 Patco. On the 7-4, I think, and we had to divert, or maybe that's just a flight that I did for myself. Diffco. But I do remember doing a flight on the 747-8. On, like, it was a relatively recent release of the X-Plane 12. And the weather in Barcelona, the wind was completely impossible. I was not able to control the speed on approach, so I did one go around. I tried a second time, and then I had to divert. We diverted to Zaragoza, which was a bit close to our minimums, but yeah, we managed to do it. I remember ATC was really confused with the request, because I requested him a direct or an initial heading towards Barcelona while I prepared the computer, and he kind of froze on me at the time, so that was kind of funny. Bisbee 3 X-ray, and we'll be doing ILS. I'm going to put ILS Zulu. I'm just going to put it here for now. Bisbee, it says 3 X-ray, here it is. No transition, insert, and that's great. Alright, We've got IRSs already. That's awesome. So let's just quickly go through the flight plan real quick. Just make sure that there is no waypoint that goes to like Africa or something else. Kind of weird that we go through that, but I'll accept it. Alright, manual, that's fine. Flight plan right now, not required. Progress page. Let's put Echo Delta Delta Mike. Runway 08. Which one is the longest one here? They are the same, so we're gonna put 08, right? Performance. I'm gonna go and uplink takeoff date. I'm gonna request it here. Yeah, flight plan, I've got something here. I've got to remove the discontinuity between these 2 points so we can have an accurate fuel prediction. Right, final 2.2 extra, 49 minutes. Yeah, this looks much more like it. Good. Alright, performance. Did I receive it already? Yeah, I did. Okay, so 138, 138, 142. Guys, do you want to hear a toga takeoff or do you want to hear a flex? Because we can do a flex or we can do a toga. Why can't I do a toga with flaps 1? Somebody just spawned into me? Yep. Lufthansa A350. And I think it just went away. Yeah, thank you very much. Okay, 08, right, let me just reset this real quick. Compute, flex 1 plus F. What if I don't want to do that? Yeah, it requires flaps 3 for a reason. Yeah, I think toga would be a bit too much. Let's do flex 42, 42, 72. Yeah, good. All right, that's inserted. Now we're gonna do a very quick check of something here. I want to see departure. Departure. That's data link stuff. Commercial jet. I want to see some noise reduction stuff. Departure. That's construction works. Night flying. Noise abatement. Pilots should reduce noise disturbance caused by aircraft engines to an avoidable minimum. Munich airport and its vicinity. This applies in particular to the times of night flying restrictions. So, yeah, we're gonna blast off like a 747-200 toga and maximum takeoff. I'm joking, but we're gonna do NADP 1, which essentially tells us to. No, sorry, NADP 2 will do 800, thrust reduction, acceleration until 3000. So we're gonna have to do 800 to the elevation of the airfield, which is elevation of the airfield is 1487. I'll assume 1490, so we'll add 800 to that. That'll be 2290 on both sides. Engine out, acceleration, that's going to be plus 1000. Let's do 2490. And that's good. Plane speed to 217. We'll do 217 until 3. So I'm going to pre-select it here. And last thing, I'm going to copy the active flight plan. Oh, by the way, somebody asked me to try the new Aerogenesis one, the new airplane, for the 330, the mod. And yesterday I did like a very simple test of the plane, like super fast. And one of the things actually which really, I'm missing the bloody expression, oh my god, surprised me was the fact that the secondary flight plan works. So that's pretty cool. That was pretty cool. Alright, we should have an A330 checklist here, no? No, I don't think so. So I'm just going to do the standard one. Alright, cockpit preparation. We've got gears, pins and covers, of course, removed. Fuel quantity, we've got 18,000. Holy cow, the cabin crew are fast today. Doors closed and armed. And it's nice and balanced. Seatbelt signs are going to go on, of course, because we refueled everything. And I'm going to put the fuel pumps on. And our ADIRs should be on data IRS monitor, 3 on nav, and Barrow ref. We've got 1014 set on both sides and reading the absolute same. So that's good. I just now noticed that I probably inserted the wrong departure. 08 right. Because for whatever reason, I have 2 departures selected. And why is that, please? Yeah, they're both hard-tuned. I want the RNAV one. This is for jet aircraft only. RNAV departure. Turbo 6 echo. No, it's correct. Alright. Good. Fantastic. Do we have an initial climb? Yep, we do. Flight level 70, and it's on. A very good. Copy preparation checklist is complete. Next is going to be before start. So here's my suggestion. We got our clearance from tower, and then we get going. Let me just check if there's any information. No, it's Toliss 120. Dude, after getting the new radio panel, it is almost impossible to do that.
1344, taxi to stand 186, here's Q2, correction Whiskey 1. Taxi to stand 186, fire Whiskey 1, he's got 1344. Lufthansa 7 Victor, X-ray, turn right onto Mike, taxi to number 4. Please again, Lufthansa X-ray.
Ooh, I missed that sim.
X-ray, turn right on Mike to entry number 4.
Number 4? Wow.
Turn right to Mike and to entry November 4.
Ah, November 4, never mind.
Lufthansa 4 Echo Charlie, request taxi.
This is Munich Tower, right? Yes, it is.
Lufthansa 4 Echo Charlie. Swing over center 2 taxi to entry 07 via center 2. Swing over center 2 and to entry 07 via center 2 Lufthansa 4 Echo Charlie.
Munich Tower, very good evening. Condor 1818 Heavy Airbus A339NEO stand 118 with Lima on board, request IFR.
2 stations, Lufthansa 1 Papa Juliet, confirm ready for Southern Bush. Hey firm, 1 Papa Juliet. Lufthansa 1 Papa Juliet, Pushback is approved, facing south, orange line. Push to the approved, facing south, orange, Lufthansa 1 Papa Juliet. Condor 1818, confirm you filed a VFR flight plan, confirm?
I'll be rechecking that, Condor 1818.
Roger.
I'm pretty sure I did.
Lufthansa 6 Arriva, wir haben irgendwie gepennt. Sind schon an
I'm gonna refile it again.
Können understand haben.
Alright, so I did it again, but it should be on.
6 Echo Lima, ja natürlich, turn right to stand 250.
I hope it's gonna be runway 8 right, at least it's the one next.
Advisory 122.8 servus. Unicom on 122.8, Lufthansa 25, Lufthansa 7 Victor X-ray stand 250.
There's a bunch of people. Oh, look at that, another Condor with an 8. Oh, never mind. Would you look at that? That's sick.
7 Victor X-ray stand 248 Bravo via Echo 2.
Thai smile.
248 Bravo
Nice.
via Echo 2.
With the reversers on? I know, it's just a thing. Munich Tower, Condor 1818. I've resubmitted the flight plan, can you check?
Condor 1818, it's still a VFR, it's filed as a VFR with IFR.
Ah.
I can change it to IFR, no worries.
Yeah, I'll be checking that. I'll just, Condor 1818. Dude, did I really not...
Condor 1818, no worries, I can change to IFR, no problem, but yeah, you do have IFR waypoints, but just the type says VFR, I can change that from my side.
Yeah, thank you very much, that's funny.
First Lufthansa 4 Echo Charlie.
What the hell, dude?
Right here, Sierra Bravo 3.
It's submitted as VFR, really?
Lufthansa 4 Echo Charlie.
Oh.
Condor 1818, advisory to obedience.
Ready to copy clearance, Condor 1818.
Condor 1818, check information, Lima, cleared to Barcelona via Turbo 6 Echo departure, flight plan route. Climb via set Federal 70, squawk 0123.
Right, clear to Barcelona via Turbo 6 Echo departure. departure, initial flight level 070, squawk 0123, and information limits on board, Condor 1818.
Condor 1818, replay correct, startup approved.
Startup approved, we'll call for push Condor 1818. Alright, great, let's go APU on, and I'm gonna go with the beacon on already as well. It's gonna be time for the briefing, guys. It's gonna be time for the briefing. So let me just open here my briefing sheet. Flaps open, start the APU. To run 2 minutes for the APU bleed. And you guys will be, are you ready for the briefing? Alright, let's go. So we're flying A339NEO, flight Condor 1818, heavy from Munich to Barcelona. Just for silence purposes, I'll switch the frequencies. And no TAMs. Well, we have nothing advised on the 80s. I didn't check the other ones, so I'll assume it's good. Weather in Munich seems pretty good, at least. We just have the low clouds, so actually the low clouds for us means that we'll be probably using some anti-ice depending on the temperature, so we'll be monitoring that. If the temperature goes below 10 total, we're gonna engage some engine anti-ice. Weather radar will be on my side, terrain radar on the first officer side, even though it's pretty flat around here. We do have some mountains to the south of it, as you can see here, the Great Moor, 14,000, 15,000. So yeah, that's gonna be it. All right, we are on stand 118, parking west right here. So I anticipate we'll be pushing back, facing towards the south on Echo 1 and taxi down to Charlie Sierra 6. Sierra 6, then through Bravo 7, possibly right on Tango, then Bravo 2. That's what I assume for full length runway 08, right? Okay. The runway is dry, the wind is basically coming up from the north for the gray, slightly variable, 4 knots, slightly variable. And we will be departing with flaps 3. No, flaps 1. Oh, funny. I assumed flaps 1. Flaps 1, yeah, makes sense. That's kind of weird. Yeah, flaps exactly. Sorry, I'm confusing with the toga. We're gonna do 142, 142, and 143, flag 72, and we will be departing via the Turbo 6 Echo departure on page 10-3 X-ray 1, effective from the 7th of October of 2021. So airport sits as 1,487. We'll assume that's 94-hour thrust reduction and acceleration, as we're going to be doing NADP 2. Transition altitude 5,000 feet. We remain on tower frequency when advised by ITC. Contact Munich radar. SIDs are also minimum noise routings, so going to adhere to those, and simultaneous parallel departures in progress. So pilots have to proceed exactly on pretended center line until starting turns is published in departure routes, okay? We have a speed restriction of max 250 knots below flight level 100 or by ATC. And MSA for us is going to be 3,700. And our departure has a minimum climb gradient of 3.8%, which we comply. Guys, a very quick and dirty trick to understand whether you comply with this or not. So if you multiply your estimated ground speed, so let's assume we're going to be climbing at 200 knots, you multiply 200 by, let's round this up to 4%, which is an even steeper. So 200 times 4 will be 800. So 800 is going to be our minimum climb gradient. Of course, you can also come here, but as you can see, it comes very short to the 800. So that's good, we comply with that. And then, how is our departure? Straight ahead, above 1,900, we turn right at Delta Mike 081, then to Alano below 230 knots, then to Lacol below 250 knots, and then to Turbo. Climbing initially is flight level 70 as per clearance, and that will be it. Now, of course, no special considerations for now, and if something goes wrong, we'll reject for any malfunction below 100 knots. Only significant ones past 100 knots, like engine fire, engine failure, wind shear alert, pilot capacitation, or anything else that will affect directly the safety of the flight. In those cases, I'll call reject, put the thrust to idle, apply maximum reverse. If the auto brake doesn't work, I'll apply maximum manual. We're going to stop the airplane on the runway, set the parking brake, call cabin crew at stations, and advise the ATC and assess the situation. If the failure happens after V1, we're going to continue straight ahead. We will be climbing out, and I want to get an approach chart here. Why wasn't this pinned? We'll be climbing out and try to climb to at least 4,000 feet, because MSA for us is 3,700, so we'll be keeping ourselves above any obstacle. Fly ahead, climb out, advise ATC, and then try to establish into a hold. I've already programmed this approach, so ideal situation would be proceed to Ottersberg, enter a hold, prepare everything brief, and then turn back. Of course, this will be dependent on our emergency. I don't think we're overweight. Let's confirm that. Takeoff weight 178.9. We're below max landing weight, so we're absolutely good with that. Alright, I think that's the brief done. We're all good. We're all set up. Nothing, well, I don't anticipate anything crazy, unless, of course, Toliss decides to fail something. Alright, APU is going to come on. Let's disable here the ground power, and of course I will be doing my better pushback here. Let's start the pushback.
On to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
You know what? I want to connect first. Alright, connect to first.
On to cockpit. Toes driving up.
Okay, good. Remove the ground services, remove the chocks. Doors are closed and locked. That's great. Back to the thing. Let's see. Do we have approach? Yeah, we do have approach. 128030.
Push start approved, facing south on the blue line to go check the back level.
There we go. That's ready. Let's wait for him to connect. Let's do a before start checklist. Parking brake is set. Takeoff speeds and thrust 42, 42, 43, flag 72. Windows both sides closed and beacon is on. Before start checklist is complete.
9112, Whiskey 1, Charlie 3, Echo 1, Orange Line, speed brake 938.
Alright guys, so let me just go through the chat very quickly.
Are closed, ready to connect.
Swappy. I also am waiting very much for the 350 V2. Actually, probably one of the aircrafts I'm mostly excited for. I mean, there are a few, to be honest. There's the Metroliner, there is the 737-200 from FlyJ Sim, there is the Piper Chieftain, and the 350. Yeah. HD Sim. Hey, how are you doing? Great to see you here. What Soundpack did you get? This is the Soundbox A330. I made a couple of shorts on my YouTube, so you'll be able to see that there is a link if you don't want to search. But if you write Soundbox Studio A330, you will get it. He sells it on Boosty and on the store.
Pushback facing north 4121. Did you say Perusa?
Yes, approved, facing north.
Okay, pushback facing north 4121.
I'm in Condor 1818, stand 118, we're ready for push and start.
Information Lima is ground. Clear to Stockholm and Landa via Akini 1 Quebec departure, flight controlled. Climb BSA to level 70, squawk 1110.
There's a lot of people here.
Okay, keep to decision as well. Akini 1 Quebec departure, climb to 7,000
Whoa!
feet and...
We've got a lot of ATC, and we've got ATC in Barcelona as well. That's awesome.
Das heißt Echo confirm initially flight level 70.
Initially flight level 70 from the 5 Echo.
From the 5 Echo read back correct. From the 1 Papa Julie by thanks landing, average entry 20 line up runway 08 right and wait behind.
After the landing traffic, line up 08 right and wait behind Lufthansa 1 Papa Juliet.
I'm Tower Condor 1818 on stand 118, we're ready for push and start.
118, 118, Condor 1818, 1818, pushback approved, facing north.
Confirm facing north for Condor 1818.
Condor 1818, yes, affirm. The taxiway in the south is closed due to constructions.
A copy of pushback facing north, Condor 1818. Alright, interesting. So... change
Ground to
pushback.
cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
So, north we go.
How connected and bypass.
Guys, ready to listen to some noises? That's gonna be good. Alright, we're all good. Brakes are released. And you're clear to push.
Starting pushback, and you may start the engines.
So let's pull those out.
Ocean 453, taxi to stand to correction to entry Sierra 7 via Tango.
Another Condor there.
Ocean 453, taxi.
Alright.
Entry Sierra 7 via Tango.
Start switch on. All seems good. Let's start number 2 and let's listen. I'm gonna be quiet.
Touch 7 Mike Bravo, request taxi. Juliet 7 Mike Bravo, taxi to entry Sierra 5 here, Whiskey 1. Sierra 5 Whiskey 1, touch 7 Mike Bravo. Juliet 7 Mike Bravo, you need full links or you want to take off Bravo 4? Bravo 4 is possible for us, touch 7 Mike Bravo. Expect so. Roger, expect Bravo 4, touch 7 Mike Bravo. Lufthansa 1 Papa, Juliet, contact München radar on 127.955 ID.
127.955, Lufthansa 1 Papa Juliet, ciao.
Ocean 453, taxi to stand 224 Alpha, V Whiskey 2. Say again the stand for Ocean 453. Ocean 453, stand 224 Alpha, V Whiskey 2. Ocean 453, taxi stand 224 Alpha Whiskey 2. Juliet 7 Mike Bravo, continue taxi to 1 point runway 08 right, intersection Bravo 4 via Sierra and Bravo 4. 08 right, Bravo 4 via
Holy
Sierra,
cow, that
Bravo
was
4,
beautiful,
27
starting
Bravo.
1.
Speedbird 4121, confirm you're pushing back or do you need 1 more minute?
We've connected, sir. We're pushing. We're releasing the parking brake right now.
Speedbird 4121, roger. Condor 1818, sets Quark 0123.
Squawk 0123, Condor 1818.
Operation complete. Please set parking brake.
Clear disconnect.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by. Tow is disconnected and bypass
That's
pin has been
beautiful.
removed.
That's my
Signal
first
on the
proper
right.
start.
I'll see you next time.
Like,
and have a safe
first
flight.
proper start on the 330NEO. Alright, AP off, gonna arm this, put this here. The trim sets automatically, so that's good. And should do after start. Anti-ice is not required for now. Ecom status is all check, no status. Pitch trim set 2.4 up, that's correct. Should be 2.3 actually. Alright, rudder trim is neutral, and after start check is good. Dude, that sound was freaking awesome.
Cleared to Le Bourget, give me 6 Quebec out of 08 right, flight
He missed the bloody lines. Or maybe that's my mistake.
Alright.
Well, now we're waiting behind that 320.
Left, you want 08 right, I can recur you.
No, 08 left works as well. That's fine, apologies. 08 left, give me 6 Quebec, fraction 956, hold on.
Fraction, not jets.
5 foot 6 repeat correct. 2 jets, 7
Well, probably missed the hand signal there.
60 degrees, 4 knots, runway 03, clear for takeoff.
Somebody was takeoff clearance.
7 Mike Bravo.
Alright, let's not spend any time then, let's do full up.
08 right, clear for takeoff.
08 right, clear for takeoff,
Full down, neutral. Full left,
Can I get a radio check, please?
right, neutral. Rudder, full left,
718 Tower 85.
correct, and neutral. Super predictive wind shear.
Lufthansa 7, Yankee Fox, just repeat.
Using the TIRA, we're gonna do this,
Yankee
we're
Fox,
gonna do
yes,
this,
go ahead.
and we're gonna do this.
230 accident, could you reclear us 310 or 330?
I can, yes, I can change it to 330 if you want.
Appreciate it, Lufthansa 7 Yankee Fox.
7 Yankee Fox, flip and amended, flight level 330.
330, Lufthansa 7 Yankee Fox, okay.
And tower Condor 1818, request taxi.
Condor 1818, roger.
Yep, we'll be waiting for that speedbird. We're gonna have to send a letter.
Speedbird 4121, taxi to entry November 1 via Echo 1.
A letter to
Charlie
British
3
Airways
and
for burning. For making us burn extra fuel.
8 left via
Nah, it's fine, it's alright.
Charlie 3 Whiskey 1 for the 121.
Minimum aviations, Soundbox Studios A330.
November 1, yes. So Whiskey 1, November 1, Alpha 3.
Speed 4121, so expect to confirm entry November 1 via Echo 1, Charlie 3 and Whiskey 1.
Okay, at number 1, Echo 1, Charlie 3 Whiskey 1 for the 121.
Correct. 2 jet 7 Mike Bravo, contact Sierra on 127.955,
That's alright, oil is cheap these days. Cooler, yeah.
Dear Service, Condor 1818, taxi to entry Sierra 5 via Echo 1, Charlie 3 and Whiskey 1.
Taxi to 05 via Echo 1, Charlie 3 and Whiskey 1, Condor 1818. Alright, almost as we reached to Sierra 5. Alright, we're gonna have to do a bit of turn here. Taxi light is on. Park brake off. Let's get going. Oh yes. What a beautiful sound. HD Sim, I see you sent a link for
India, November,
some sounds.
3 Quebec, departure Columbia 67001.
Sorry, for some textures on the 330. I have a question for you. Are those textures 8K?
Almost confirmed flight level 70.
Alright, checking brakes, check right side, check left side.
Non-active, it's flight level 70, it's not altitude, it's flight level 70.
Flight level 70, Lufthansa 718, sorry.
Alright, so straight ahead here, Echo 1, Charlie... So Charlie 3. Okay, Charlie 3 is all the way down there.
Sorry, second.
And then Whiskey 1 to
We are
05.
ready for missions.
It was a 5 Echo, pushback approved, facing north.
Pushback approved, facing north, Lufthansa 5 Echo.
I love that little whine.
Lufthansa 8 X-ray Mike, stand 208, we have limit clearance.
Was 8 X-ray, Mike Tower, good afternoon, check information, Mike, skip to Stockholm, Landa via Kini 1 Quebec departure.
They're left.
Flight route, clear via SID, flight level 70, squawk 3116.
Lufthansa 8 X-ray Mike, we cleared Landa, Kini 1 Quebec, runway 08 left, and district 70, squawk 3116, and we can push back.
8 X-ray, Mike, read back correct, set squawk, pushback approved, facing north.
Minimums aviation. I would agree. I have the 320 family and it's really good. I just hope they add the auto brake sound. Okay, it's arguably better than possible. Really?
Second first speaker for the 121, sir.
Good 4121,
the net hull coming from the engine is sensational. Yeah.
Okay, 08 left, November Alpha 3, 4121.
Aviator.
November 108, Alpha November.
This is too busy for me. I'm beginner. Come on, dude, you can do it.
108 Alpha November, tower, good afternoon. Wind 34 degrees, 4 knots from
That was Charlie 2. We were racing a Speedbird there.
Tower Servo, Süd Lufthansa 5 Mike X-ray, ILS 08 left, 5 minutes final.
5 Mike X-ray, tower, good afternoon. Wind 34 degrees, 4 knots from left, clear to land.
Wind Lufthansa 5 Mike X-ray, runway 08 left, clear to land.
Slowing down to 10 knots for the turn.
Engine 545, heavy UK sting, pushback and start. Virgin 545, pushback, conservative off facing north. Pushback facing north, region 545 heavy.
Fraction 956, shuttle standard 04, Alpha request.
Wait. Our charts have a mistake. Is this Charlie 1?
You ready for taxi or startup only?
Startup only, fraction 956, shuttle.
Fraction 956, hotel startup.
Dude, I followed the charts. Chart says Charlie 3's on the top. Interesting. Alright, clear right, clear left. Whiskey 1.
ICF 4 Tango Charlie, establish on final for ILS approach runway 28 left.
ICF 4 Tango Charlie, tower, good afternoon. Reduce to final approach speed.
Reduce to final approach speed 4 Tango Charlie.
Speedbird 4121, behind next landing, Airbus A319, and upon desert left and wait.
Alright, you wanna hear that hull again?
Speedbird 4121,
Oh my God.
behind next landing, Airbus A319, and upon desert left and wait.
There goes the Virgin. Let's go, Aviator. You can do it.
We understand traffic on arrival, 4121.
You know what to do.
Speedbird 4121, easy from behind mentioned traffic, line up on desert left and wait.
Okay, line up 8 left, I'm behind traffic, 4121.
Lufthansa 5 Echo, Echo, ready for taxi.
Lufthansa 5 Echo, Echo, taxi to entry November 3, the Echo 2, Delta 1.
Let's hear that hull again.
Taxi to entry November 3 via Echo 2, Delta 1. Lufthansa 5 Echo. Servus München Tower, Lufthansa 1 Victor Victor, ILS 08 right.
Clear left.
Lufthansa 1 Victor Victor Tower, good afternoon number 2.
And Jared Condor 1818 approaching 05. He didn't give us the clearance to continue.
Condor 1818 Zipper.
Oh, come on.
ICF 4 Tango Charlie, are we clear?
No, don't lag. That's 05. Oh, what was that? Something small. Seems like a phenom.
Mike X-ray vacating right now.
No, wait, that's a caravan.
Roger.
That's a caravan.
4121, correction 4121, wind 3 for, disregard for the position. ICF 4 Tango Charlie, go on.
Go around ICF 4 Tango Charlie.
Oh, going around there.
Lufthansa 8 X-ray Mike X taxi.
Can we see him? I think it's that guy.
München Tower, Moin, Lufthansa 05, uniform established, ILS 08 right to 10 miles out.
München Tower, good afternoon. Lufthansa 1 Victor Victor, wind 34 degrees, 4 knots from the 08 right.
Okay, let's hold here.
08 right, descent, Lufthansa 1 Victor Victor.
ICF 4 Tango Charlie, confirm going around.
Walkie brake set.
Going around
Lights off.
4 Tango Charlie.
The 5 Mike X-ray taxi to November 4
No, that's
via
not him.
Mike Alpha 5.
That's the guy.
November 4 Mike Alpha 5, Lufthansa 5 Mike X-ray.
Condor 1818 taxi to holding point runway 08 right via Sierra Bravo 2.
Exit holding point. Run is right via Sierra Bravo 2, Condor 1818. Right, lights on.
956, hotel
Brakes off.
Alpha 4.
Clear left. Clear right.
Friction 956 Hotel Taxi entry Sierra 3 via Romeo.
Has a bit too much power there.
Romeo.
So Sierra is right here on the right.
November 128.
Bird 4121 with 340 degrees for not transit left cleared for takeoff.
After takeoff, 8 left for the 121.
SR 4 Tango Charlie contact München radar 123.905.
Contact head on 123.905. ISNF for Tango Charlie.
123.905.
November 108 Alpha November, taxi to entry Sierra 4 via Sierra.
Sierra 4 via Sierra. November 128 Alpha November.
123.905 he said. Alright, we have a long taxi here. Let's do taxi checklist. Flight controls were checked. Flap setting, we got config 1 plus F. A radar and protective wind shear is on and auto. And engine mode selector is on normal. And command mode takeoff no loop. Taxi checklist is complete. Clear, right, clear left.
Launch,
Oh wait, yeah, guys, you're gonna have to listen to this.
Good afternoon. Wind 340 degrees for not transit left clear to land.
Sierra left clear to land, Lufthansa 106.
That might be a screenshot for this
05
one.
uniform with 340 degrees for not transit right clear to land.
08 left, clear to land, Lufthansa 05 uniform.
Speedbird 4121 contact München radar 123.905. Ciao.
Exit ATC over the 2395 for the 121.
And I'm quickly off the taxiway. That sound is exactly how an A330 sounds. Because on my flight school in Lisbon, we're very close to the airport. And when the runway 20 in Lisbon is in use, and there's a female. When runway 20 is in use, the 330s, because they are heavy, they taxi all the way to the very start of runway 20, so I can hear them, and this is exactly, literally how they sound.
248 Alpha via Echo 2.
248 Alpha via Echo 2, Lufthansa 2 5 Mike X-Ray. Lufthansa 8 X-Ray Mike X-Ray.
It is, I mean, it's literally like this sound is exactly how it sounds. And you kind of like hear it. You kind of hear this. This is, what engines are this?
Left on Sierra, entry Sierra.
Trent is, I think it's Rolls-Royce. I can't remember anyway, right. Oh, look at that! Parallel arrival. Wow! One there. One here. Well done.
Taxi via Echo 1 Charlie 3, hold short of Whiskey 1.
Okay, we didn't forget anything. We remember our departure. If something goes wrong, we proceed straight ahead, climbing to 4,000. You guys are ready? We're coming up for the approach. Cabin crew seats for departure.
Hold short of Whiskey 1.
What?
Alright, Bravo 2.
Correct.
Whoops, wrong key.
Good afternoon. Lufthansa 6 Tango uniform, wind 340 degrees for north
wait.
right, clear to land.
No, that's Bravo 3.
Clear to land, 05, 6 Tango uniform.
My mistake.
November, Alpha November.
It was crossed down there.
Stand
That's why.
Golf 2-3 via Echo 2, Delta 3, Echo
I
3
didn't
entry to
notice
1.
it.
2-3 via Echo,
My
2
mistake.
Delta 3, Echo 3 and Q1 November, Alpha November.
Lufthansa 1 Victor, Victor taxi to stand 215 Alpha via
Alright,
Whiskey
let's
2.
see. Nobody coming from the left.
215 Alpha via Whiskey 2, Lufthansa 1 Victor Victor.
Friction 956 Hotel taxi to November 1 via Whiskey 1.
November 1 via Whiskey 1, fraction 956 Shutdown.
Lufthansa 5 Echo Echo wind 340 degrees for not transit left clear for takeoff.
Clear for runway 08 left Lufthansa 5 Echo.
Lufthansa November Alpha 2.
Lufthansa Direction Mike taxi holding point 0 left via November Alpha 2.
Lufthansa 106 taxi into November 4 via Mike Alpha 5.
204 via Mike on Alpha 5, Lufthansa 106.
Munich turned Lufthansa 718 with Mike via Mars Pushback.
SRJ!
Lufthansa 718 pushback approved facing north.
Face north end. Can we get 08 left, Lufthansa 718?
Lufthansa 718, you are already cleared for
Exit light off. Back parking brake on. Line up will be takeoff running. 08 right, confirm T castle we are.
Lufthansa 902
TRA in a second. Line 1 and 2 will keep them on. Line of
Push face
check.
south, Lufthansa 92 Alpha.
München Tower, Service Lufthansa 18 von einer und alles 08 right.
Trent 7000, I think that's the name of the
Good
engine.
afternoon, number 2. Condor 1818, line up 08 right and wait.
Line up runway 08 right and wait, Condor 1818.
Lufthansa 05 uniform taxi entry CR7 via Tango Bravo and west.
Spawner on. Clear right again.
Taxiing Sierra 7
Yeah,
via
now will be
Tango
cabin
Bravo,
crew.
Lufthansa
Seats
05.
for takeoff.
Lufthansa 7 Mike
Clear on the left.
320 rolling 08 left, expect clearance on short final.
Expect like clearance, so it Mike.
Condor 1818, wind 340 degrees 4 knots from 08 right, for takeoff.
Lift takeoff runway 08 right, Condor 1818.
Lufthansa 6 Tango uniform taxi entry Sierra 7.
Snacks,
Tango
yeah, the
Bravo
stream
and
went towards A330. Alright guys, everybody, sound up. This is gonna sound beautifully. We're clear to go.
106 taxi via
Everybody's
Echo
ready.
Delta 6 for short Echo 3.
There goes my
Echo 2,
FPS.
Delta 6 and control Echo 3 for Lufthansa 106.
Right, let's pull them up.
6 hotel,
50.
the traffic was not following.
Chrono on.
Confirm you have the A340 inside on the right side.
Stabilized.
Yeah, we do. If we hop over to blue line, we'll be able to pass them.
And flaps 72 SRS runway auto thrust is blue.
Number 1, friction 956, Shutdown.
Thrust is set.
Lufthansa 7 Mike, wind 340 degrees.
Speed along.
Lufthansa 8 left, Lufthansa 7 Mike. Lufthansa 5 Echo, Echo, contact München R 123, decimal 905 inches.
100 knots. Rotate.
777, good afternoon, number 1 for clearance.
Positive climb. Gear up.
Tower Service Lufthansa 8 Charlie Foxtrot 212 Alpha, ready for push and start.
That's the 340. Nav. Let's go out about 1. I want to listen to this.
Push and start approved, facing south, Lufthansa 8 Charlie Foxtrot.
Lufthansa 1849, wind 340 degrees 4 knots
Just
from
climb.
08 right, clear to land.
Lufthansa 1849.
Lufthansa 8 X-ray Mike, line up on the 08 left and wait.
Lufthansa 8 X-ray Mike, line up and wait, 0 left.
Alright, how's the temp? Plus
Condor
12.
1818, contact München R 127, decimal 955, ciao.
127055, Condor 1818, bye bye.
Condor 18 confirm 127 decimal 955.
127955, Condor 1818, bye bye.
Bye-bye. Friction 56.
QNH 1014,
Speed check, flaps up, brakes these aren't. Lights off. How's the temp? Plus 13, okay, looking good. Center today, Condor 1818, heavy passing 3700, climbing flight level 070.
Call you back, first Lufthansa 5, Echo, Echo, München Rider, hello, identified, climb by your seat, flight level 190.
Climb level 190, Lufthansa 58.
Condor 1818, München Rider, identified, climb by your seat, flight level 150.
On via hit flight level 150, Condor 1818.
Lufthansa
150 blue.
no speed restriction. Roger, not between
We're waiting until 3005, no 4000, yeah, we're past that. Manage speed. Position altitude, QNH. Standard set 1, 2, and 3. We're good. How's the temp? Plus 11. Plus 11 is fine. What a sound, man. I missed the flap sounds, by the way.
Lufthansa 1 for Papa Juliet, contact tower 120.5055, cheers. 10505,
Still plus 11 on the temp. Breaking out soon, plus 10. If it goes below plus 10, we're inside the clouds, we have to put some anti-ice on. Nope. Good. Oh, what a sound, dude.
IC 4 Charlie, contact tower 118.705, Charlie.
Contact tower 118.705, Joe.
CTF 1 Lima Yankee, contact tower 120.505, Joe. Okay, tower 120.505, CTF 1 Lima Yankee, thank you.
Holy cow, I love this.
Lufthansa 5 Echo Echo, monitor advisory 122.8, Joe.
80.8, ciao, bye bye.
Pushing cross country Lufthansa X-ray Mike, passing 3400 for flight level 70.
Lufthansa 8 X-ray Mike, München right identified, hello, flight by your seat, flight level 190.
Lufthansa X-ray Mike, VSS, flight level 190.
Condor 1818, monitor advisory 122.8, cheers.
122.8, Condor 1818, bye bye. Flight level 100. Running lights off. And over to Unicom. So now I can reply to all of your questions and things. 1228 it is. Everything is set up nicely, and we're gonna go to flight level 370. This is our cruise level. Yep. It's kinda dim, this. There we go, much better. Oh yes, look at this. Let me just pop some screens. Because I don't know, I just have to have something to follow along while I love to listen to the engines. We're still flying the plane. Oh yes, alright. Let me scroll back to the chat and have a read. So, HD Sim said what Soundpack. So guys, again, Soundpack is called Soundbox Studio A330. You'll be able to find him relatively easy. Let me actually demonstrate that to you. So if you go to Google and just write Soundbox Studio A330, you will have the Explain store. All right, so you can buy it through the store, and you can buy it through Boosty, which is this thing here. And this goes directly to the creator, which is probably even better, I would say. So if you go to Soundbox Studio, there is this new update. This is update 1.2. I had it before update 1.2, but I was very skeptical of saying that it's a good sound pack, because there was a lot of stuff wonky. Like the sounds in the cabin were not exactly great. Some stuff was missing. Some sounds were very low. So while it was relatively okay, it still missed a lot of stuff. So that's why I never properly advised it before this new release, and it's actually very good. So now I can say that yes, this is actually good. Go get it, you will love it. This completely transforms the airplane, and it sounds absolutely phenomenally. In fact, you know, I was kind of surprised by how accurate are the sounds from the exterior, because, well, after listening to all of those 330s fly by and wait for departure and so on, it is like literally 1-to-1. If I close my eyes, I can see myself looking at the 330 waiting there at the holding point or taxiing to the runway and then setting takeoff thrust. Dude, it's very, very good. Alright, so yeah, continuing that, HD Sim, you said you had some cockpit textures for the 330. I hope those are not 8K, but if they are not 8K, I'm very curious to try them. And yeah, sure, I will check it. Thank you very much for sending the link to the Discord. Aviator, I hope you're doing good there with the taxi. Don't worry about it. We all started as beginners on VADSIM, so it's all good. It's all good, and we're about to enter some clouds, and total air temp is -3. So as soon as we're gonna get into those, I might want to select some engine anti-ice. Yeah. Alright, engine anti-ice on. There's some bumps. That's why I didn't remove the seatbelt for now. And yeah, so there's that. Then we have a message from Samuel. Hi. Can you explain how to use the NVU on the Tupolev 154 soon? I understand how it works, but I don't understand how to get its data. Samuel, so I cannot help you, unfortunately, or fortunately, but you are in the right place. If you go to the Discord, there is Snacks, and Snacks is like the pro guy. Who said that? He's the walking Tupolev 154 manual, or he's the walking manual of the 154. So he will be able to explain or to help you out with that. We're also climbing really nicely. So yeah, cooler. Last time I flew to Barcelona, that's where the controller spoke at 3 times speed. Well, the best way to break that is to ask him to say again. And if he replies very quickly again, you say to him, say again slowly. It's literally has to be done like that. So there's nothing cool in speaking quick. That's just a very good way of making a mistake. Somebody not understanding what he was told to. That's a nice opening in the clouds. Looks very realistic, in fact. And we see some peaks there. I'm gonna put some terrain on Andy, because right now I don't think this weather is significant for us, but the terrain might be. So yeah, there goes that. Aviator, good sounds, absolutely. HTC, I use this mod, it's pretty good. Thank you. Thank you. The hull is amazing, absolutely. Martin, it's like the equivalent of beta from the King Air. Oh, the beta sound is pretty cool, but I have to say I prefer this one. And you know what's funny? And I went. There's a channel called Skylight Productions. The guy films entire flights, like from Pushback to Park, non-stop. So if your flight is 1 hour, the video will be 1 hour and something, because he also films a little bit the airport. If the flight is 12 hours, the video will be 12 hours. So it's really cool, and the videos are really nice. I usually like to put them on when I'm doing some work, and it's kind of like a white noise, and at the same time you feel that you are in an airplane. And total air temp, yeah, it's cold. We're gonna have some anti-ice on again. So there's all of that. And I noticed, I watched some A330 videos from him, like the plane is very quiet. And the Soundpack actually passes that quite nice as well. So, I mean, I can only say positive stuff. HD Sim just dropped a screenshot in Discord of the mod from the last stream of the 330. Thank you very much. I will check it out, HD Sim. I will check it out. Swappy, maybe reduce the radio a tad bit during takeoff. Oh, dude, that's a very good idea. I missed that message. Oh, crap. Yeah, I missed a good opportunity to put some very, very nice sounds. Well, anyway, we're gonna fly more with this airplane regardless. We're gonna fly more. Snacks! Hey, welcome back. I wondered where went the stream when I got back from dinner. I hope you had nice dinner, man. Yeah, we got some problems there with the 350, which were very weird. Essentially, I could not click on any switch that's supposed to rotate. So, like IRS mode selectors, autopilot, scroll buttons, all that stuff, they simply did not work. So it's very unfortunate. and very weird as well, because I actually, well, I flew it just fine, and I tested it and so on, so it was good. I guess it's just Murphy's Law, so it's all good, no problem. So that's good. Next, holy vroom vroom. Yeah, sound is nice. The vroom is the vroom vroom. The vroom maximum. Martin, why would anyone ever want to do a derated takeoff on an aircraft like this? Only full power. Yeah, well, I don't know. Perhaps, you know, perhaps we'll have to go around in Barcelona. What if we practice a go? Hey, yeah, let's do that. You know what? Let's do that. Let's do a go around in Barcelona from like down. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna float it on purpose. Okay, I'm gonna float it on purpose, and I'll do a go around. I'll say to ATC that going around due to whatever, unstable, whatnot. So we'll do the practice go around, because that's actually very good for practice. Okay, and we're gonna be able to listen to that thrust again. How about this, guys? Are you on to this? Did I put the timer on? Yes, I did. Alright, we're passing flight level 313. How is the temperature? Static is minus 48. We don't need engine anti-ice anymore. Said this, I have the wrong thing. There we go. HD Sim will come back for the approach and landing. HD Sim will be waiting for you. Martin, so Vlad, when are you expecting to hop into the right jet into the right seat of a jet? End of year? So that's a great question, and the very real answer is I don't know. I hope it will be this year. I will be doing my best for it to be this year, or at least like starting to do any type rating or whatnot. So yeah, next week, Thursday, I'll have my CPL and multi-engine instrument rating exams. So it's 2 exams, in fact. So I'll be doing that. And that's essentially the end of like your practical phase of the course of real-world flying. So yeah, it's, you know, it feels so weird because it's been 4 years of this, and it's been a lot of stuff, like really a lot of stuff, and like it's over. You finished it. So I'll only have the MCC to go, and the MCC is going to be like 5 or 6 days. I think it's 5 days. So it's fairly quick. I'm not going to do any APS. I decided not to do because well, there is a bunch of reasons for that, but yeah, I'm just gonna go and do the basic one on an Airbus A320, which I think is gonna be fine considering all the sims. So there is a lot that the APS does, like extra learning material, and most of it is like jet engines energy management, or jet airplane energy management. Programming the FMC. There are some others, but essentially, like, we do this on the simulator, and I don't want to like pretend to be cocky, but unless there's like some very precise skill, we were also about to level up, so let's just decrease our descent rate a little bit. So Mach vertical speed plus 700. So unless it's going to be like something very specific type rating, which is not going to be, it's going to be the basic, I don't see, at least right now, I don't see the point in doing it, because there are 2 companies that I checked that ask for the APS MCC. One of those is Ryanair. They have their mentored APS MCC, and I have colleagues who did it, and they say it's really good. And I see, but there are other problems for me in continuing that, so I don't know. And the other one is like doing it with schools that are partnered with EasyJet, so I could try and get into EasyJet, but I don't think it would work that way because I am not part of their MPL EasyJet Future Flyer. No, wait, Future Flyer is Ryanair. Future Flyer. I'm now mixing names. Whatever, there's a name for like a cadet program of the EasyJet. So I'm not a cadet of that of that. So, and we've leveled out cruise. I'm not into one of those programs, so I can't really get directly into EasyJet if I don't have 500 hours of Airbus A320 family. So and if you look into other companies like, I don't know, SAS was recruiting, Wizz Air was recruiting, there's a bunch of those, and none of those asks for an APS. So why would I probably spend like 2,000 extra just to get an APS to not actually use it later? I'd rather save this money to do like interview prep or specific simulator sessions to prepare for specific assessments. So yeah, that's like my thinking. But it's much more complex than that. I spent a lot of time and energy figuring out what would be the best course of action for me, and it's really not easy. Really not easy. So yeah, I don't know, man. With all the thing that's going on in the world, especially like the war, the fuel prices going up, I'm not sure. Like right now, the companies are still hiring, and I think they will continue to hire because planes will keep arriving, and yeah, I mean, it's going to continue coming up, but some flights were already cancelled due to the fuel prices. Those that don't have a lot of loads also got cancelled. So I don't know. We'll see. Time will tell. I'll do my best, and I'll keep you guys posted on this process. But it's been an incredible journey, incredible 4 years. I'm super excited to finally come to the end of these 4 years, and actually go for it. Like, go for a job, get somewhere, start flying. That would be so nice. Snacks. Ask him when the Tupolev 154F mod. Dude, you know what? The video you sent me, first thing, I did not know that the guy was doing it. Second thing, that sounded freaking insane, like properly awesome. The guy is very good. So that'd be a very cool sound pack to see. I'm curious as well, I could reduce them to 4K if they're 2 FPS or for my computer. Oh, so those are 8K, right? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they will be 8K. It's gonna be like a bit. Aviator, is this the default A330? No, this is the Toliss A330NEO. And we have one aircraft ahead of us. Literally on the same altitude. I hope it will cross paths. I mean, we're 40 miles away, so I don't think it will be a problem. But yeah, we'll be watching that. Martin, what was that guy's channel name? Are you saying about the full flights videos? It's called Skylight Production. I think I mentioned him a couple of times already. Let me show you the channel. Because I love it, and I think the guy deserves every single subscriber he can get, because he actually makes a huge amount of effort. He actually does fly a lot. This is the guy, and like the videos are, you have like short videos, which is like takeoff, landing or something, and if you open them, you'll have a link in the description which will lead you to the full video, and then the full video will have a bit of the a bit of the airport, which is really nice because you can actually see a bit of the the place and people and announcements. And then he gets to the boarding, he shows the seat, and then it's like just a flight. And it's very high quality. The sound is great, and it's awesome. I mean, I love this, and it's really cool. And usually there's a 330, and usually I put something like this. There's a 3-hour flight. I watched this one the other day when I was working. I mean, I watched it. I listened to it. There's a bunch of these flights, and it's really cool. Some 350s, some 340s, 777s. I mean, a lot. You have some turboprops. I think he flew like to Saba. Yeah, I think this one is to Saba. I think he flew as well to not the St. Martin, but the St. Bart's. There are lots in Alaska which are beautiful to watch. Yeah, I mean, I really like this channel. It's really cool, so definitely check him out. And if you ever watch it and you like it, leave him a comments saying that it was Vlad. I don't know, he doesn't know me, so but it would be funny. Swappy, yes, go around. Okay, yeah, I think we will do the go around. We do like a full stabilized approach, and then I'll just go around like near the runway. I'll say we're unstable, and yeah, it's gonna be it. Just a practice go around. Going to pilot-induced oscillation on purpose. Snacks! I don't know if I want to do that, because, you know, this is a 330. It still has a lot of inertia. Also, we're clear of that traffic. It still has a lot of inertia, and I would probably prefer to not do that. It's actually one of the things you really have to be careful, because I think X-Plane simulates that fairly well, that these huge pieces of metal, they do have a lot of inertia, and they're not very easily to move along. So, yeah. Escape. What mods or add-ons do you use in your sim? Escape. Welcome to live stream. So, what do I use? I use map enhancement. I think this is one of the mandatory, for me, things that I started to use. I still use some parts of the world with custom ortho or ortho for XP, but it's mostly to correct runway slopes, I don't know, mountains, something like that, like weird airports that require specific runways. That's where I use ortho for XP, so that's my basic one. I also use what's the word, sim heaven, like X Europe, whatever, X World stuff. It's fairly good. I'm not a fan of the forests, so I removed some of the forests from like Europe, America, and something else. But I think the forest problem has to do with mostly like how map enhancement gets its overlays. So yeah, then that's it. To be fair, I don't use any weather add-on for now. I use a little bit like for visual, but it's super minimal. It can be barely zero. The blue FX thing, I use this, but it's like super minimum to make it just slightly brighter and enhance some of the contrast. What else? Well, VATSIM, but that's not exactly an add-on. Better Pushback is mandatory, of course. And then I used like the planes, just the planes normally. Some planes may have sound packs like this one. This one also has this engine, which is an add-on. This engine is bought apart. This is the Mango engine, and it's in fact very well done, and it transforms the plane. But other than that, it's a pretty default. I very rarely use custom sceneries because I just don't want the hassle of installing them and then finding libraries. Like, some of them are worth it, and sometimes I do it. But yeah, overall, that's what I use it. Martin, see you in the Ryanair interview, brother. Martin, I don't know because Ryanair is very good. I respect them a lot, and I think as a company are extremely strong. I find their marketing super fun. I've been studying that company for a little bit, but it has a very essential problem. For me, that's considered a problem. So first thing first, you have to do the APS MCC of Ryanair, of which the price is okay, the living there is not. So if you look at the total pricing of the MCC, all of a sudden it's more than double, okay? And let's assume I do it and it's all fine. I'm not comfortable getting a loan for 30,000 because they will ask you to pay for your type rating, for your license conversions, for your uniform, and all of that. And it's completely fine. I mean, they do what they want, and I see why they're doing it. It makes sense from their point of view. So, but I don't feel comfortable doing that, okay? Maybe someday I'll have a sit down and I'll tell my full story, how I got here, how I do what I do, and it's a combination of wanting this, being somewhat ready for it, and I have to say probably a bit of luck. You know, when you have to be in the right time, in the right place, with the right skills or conditions, that's kind of how it happened, okay? And I could try and go the Ryanair way, but I'm feeling very uncomfortable of risking that and going into that 30k, because if something goes on and suddenly there is a crisis, or they decide to not hire or not give you a job because their progression is not going forward, you will lose those 30k, you will not have a job, and you will have a huge debt to pay, plus the ATPL that's behind me as well. So yeah, someday I'll have a sit down, probably when I'll be in a more comfortable position, let's say, and I'll tell my story. And the funny thing is, the more I see it, the more I understand there are no, like, every story is slightly different. Every person is slightly different. There are some that are, of course, a bit more linear. But, yeah, we'll see. Martin, hiring is strong right now. I don't know how long for, but I do hope it lasts for the next 12 months. Would be very good to get in somewhere this year. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do my best. Like, I'm gonna do my very best. I think I'm doing good. I could do better in some aspects, but I like to be perfect. And sometimes people say that, hey dude, you need to chill sometimes as well, because it's really important to balance out things. Because if I could, I would be doing like only studying every day. I'm not saying that I would be like just studying, but yeah, it's -60. We're getting some kind of rain here. What is this cloud, man? So, anyway, time will tell. I'll keep you posted, guys, and we will see what's going to be up there. Aviator, the rotating frequency is too fast. Ask them to slow down. Ask them, like, confirm frequency 123.110. Try to talk slowly. Synchronish Flyer. Yeah, watch when working. I know what you mean. Yeah, it's like it's really easy to overdo it, and let me tell you, I've been in a worse position. It's been worse, trust me. Right now, I'm very happy where I am right now. It's great, but I'm still working on 2 fronts. In fact, I am kind of working on 3 fronts right now, because I have 2 official positions in my flight school, because I'm in the marketing department and I'm in the theoretical department. So I do the marketing stuff like videos, photos, and so on, which requires planning, organizing, creating, going to there, doing it, editing. Luckily, I don't do the post. I'm not responsible for posting the stuff, which is excellent. But yeah, there's all of that, and it requires a lot of energy because you have to be creative. And you have to adapt and do things that are different a little bit every time. I mean, but it's fine. I'm used to it. And then I'm in the theoretical department, which is like managing. So like, oh my god, I'm missing the name. Oh my gosh, I just had a complete block in my English. Whew. I mean, it's like a bureaucratical word, whatever. Different things. Perhaps I'll start giving classes as well soon. I gave 2 classes, which are not like official, but I still did it. And it's cool, but it takes you energy. And then, of course, I'm still a student, so I have to drive. It's a 2.5-hour drive to the aerodrome. I need to fly, I need to study my stuff, I need to keep myself on the toes, I need to not forget the rest of the ATPL, of course, because there is a ton of information. It's very, very large, a very large amount of information that you have to keep in mind, because of course you want to go to the airlines, and you have to be sharp. You have to be sharp at all the times, because they can ask you almost anything, of course. So yeah, there's all of that. So yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy, but man, I love it. I don't regret absolutely anything, and it's incredible. I'm super grateful for the opportunity I have, and I'm super excited for what's coming next. HD Sim, Skyline production is very good. I've been a sub when only had 30k subs, and I get a lot of the ideas from him. Dude, that's great. I think I've subscribed him some time ago as well. I don't remember how many subs he had, but it wasn't a lot. And I really like him. Has some great flights. I still get my ideas mostly from Flight Radar. Usually I'm thinking just like, okay, there must be this place that has to be interesting, and then I start exploring from Flight Radar. And that is very, very cool. Aviator, I'm trying, but like, relax, it's hard to non-native English people, right? Yeah, it's alright, dude. It's alright, you're doing well. I see you already came out of controlled airspace, so now you are in Unicom land, and that means silence. Mostly silence. Fly by Mike! Oh, Mike! Good to see you here. I'm not sure if you're still here, but it's great to see you here, and it's great to see your moderator page, by the way. Haven't visited you for ages. For sure, man. For sure. I have to do some flights together, man. Snacks, AV Tab 2, or did you mention it already? No, I didn't, so well thought about it. AV Tab is a very good add-on as well. Oh, and of course they're like terrain radar. That's an add-on as well. That's you have to install it because it's a plugin, but then it kind of goes with all the airplanes. It works with all the airplanes. It's getting darker and darker, guys. What the hell? Is this cloud gonna? Is this traffic? Is this cloud gonna end or not? I would love to see something. I mean, yes, sunset is not too far out. Sure, we'll probably get to Barcelona at sunset, or after sunset, but still, and our top of descent is starting to appear. Okay, let me try to catch up with the rest of the chat still. Mike, what a beautiful plane, but not the Tupolev 134 anyway. Snacks is gonna be pissed. Yeah, the 134, dude, that airplane, I don't know. It's kind of a love-hate relationship, you know. well, world is gonna end, who cares about jobs? Nah, aviator, I don't think so. I think the human being is a somewhat of a smart creature, and I think there has to be a way of going around this, and it should not be like this, like ever, constantly. So I think it should be fine. I don't agree that's gonna be too bad. So I don't know. I mean, there will be still stuff to do here, and life is like a video game. But just like you have quests all over you, but it all depends on which ones you want to take, or whether you want to take it or not. So it's like you do, I mean, everything depends on you. I mean, not completely everything, of course, but in Russian we have this saying that the one who searches will find, and I think life kind of goes that way. So yeah, I don't think it's gonna be too bad, man. Martin, nah, I don't think taking the leap to get a loan is advisable, considering there are many other companies that offer uniform type rating, etc. at their cost. Yep, Martin, that's it. And I know that if I had the legal right to live in the UK, that I could reduce those 30k to 5k and then get a contract for a bond for, I think it's 5 years? And that's of course very different, because 5k is not 30k. But yeah, I'm European, I'm in Portugal, so it's different, and I'm not really willing to take the risk, to be fair. It's kind of like, I get those who can do it, man, congratulations, it's awesome, but not for me. I think becoming a pilot most important thing. What do you mean exactly, aviator? Like getting the pilot's license first and then seeing what's next? Yeah, kind of like it. I kind of agree. Martin, let's just start a company instead. You know, some people think like that. I actually have a colleague who said just that. Like, okay, if I never get a job, I'm just going to start my own. Which is probably like half joke, half true. Snacks, there was a joke about fast talking ATC on Reddit. People talking and answering fast until one ATC asks, Delta descend maintain 5000. Then no response from Delta, so ask us again. And then Delta finally answered very slowly with that thick Texan accent. Yellow Tower, this is Delta. Do you hear how fast I'm talking? This is also how fast I listen. Oh, that's a nice story, dude. I'm gonna remember that one. Mike, by the way, didn't you think of becoming a flight instructor in your flight school? While the times are not that easy, one of the instructors in our uni was a cadet in the past. Yes, that's definitely an opportunity, and considering that I kind of already worked there, it is of course a very big opportunity. So I'm thinking about it. Right now I'm just focused on finishing everything, finishing the ATPL, finishing the MCC, getting my licenses, seeing what's out there, and then depending on what's gonna be the timing. Yes, I have absolutely considered that. Aviator, that's a good joke. Let me try one day, guys. My plan is becoming cargo pilot, but first I need to work and get money for flight school. Oh really? You want to become a cargo pilot? What airplanes? What airplanes for cargo? Do you have like a favorite airplane? Aviator, if you can, I would advise you to first probably get a degree of some sort. So like work somewhat on plan B, because sometimes something can go wrong, and that's a reality, and it's the truth. Aviation can be very unstable. and you could lose your job because of that. It could be a medical. I mean, life happens, right? So get a plan B. That's my opinion. Of course, you can do it differently. And then if you can, get into one of those funded programs which are like linked to an airline. And if you do it all good, you go to that airline, and then the price of your training is deducted from your salary. That would be like the top notch. Because I think it's, I mean, of course depends on the job, but it's very hard, I would say, to save a clean amount of this, a large amount of money. Because if you're just going to be focusing on making money and just finding a job, what will probably happen is that you will find a relatively nice paying job which will put you in a very comfortable position, and then I don't think you will want to change over unless you really love flying. Okay, so I mean, it depends. It's like, it's what I said just a couple of minutes ago. There are very little linear paths to the airlines or to whatever flying career you want to do, and it's very different. Like, each person has its own story, and it's very different. Mike, I want to make such a flight with you, but do have so little time. Next week is going to be absolutely crazy. I've got one more student plus much stuff to do for the uni. Mike, take your time, it's all good. Don't worry, on the summer you should have some time, so we will see. It's all good. I think on summer holidays you should have some time. We'll be fine. Aviation Lifestyle, hello, good to see you here. How are you doing? Welcome to cruising altitude flight level 370 inbound to Barcelona. Aviator, 747 is my dream, but it's dying, so 767 or 777. I'm thinking about going to flight school. That is, it guides you to the airlines. Well, if you can go into such program, that's the best, one of the best options, essentially. But it's not the only one, trust me. Find a fast-tracked way. There are incredible paths available right now. Yep, multiple airlines, in fact, opened. I don't know where are you from, but I think like in Spain, Iberia opened a cadet program, like the airline itself. Transavia has it. Air France, I think, has it as well. British Airways has the Speedbird Academy. There are Wizz Air Pilot Academy, Ryanair Future Flyer Program, EasyJet, MPL. Oh my god, what's the EasyJet one? There is a name for the EasyJet. Whatever, there is that one. There are others. There are more. So, yeah, sure. I'm from Turkey. We have those programs in here. That's excellent. So next, I think even Turkish Airlines has it, in fact. They require a 4-year university, and I'm in a 2-year university. Can't you do another 2 years somewhere else, like do a double or a better degree? I don't know. Mike, yep, wish one day sitting in the cockpit of the 777 we'll hear you somewhere on Barcelona control frequency. Dude, that would be a dream. In fact, one of my biggest dreams is to fly to Russia, and of course I'll probably be on a foreign plane, and just changing to Moscow control and something and just saying hello to them in Russian. I think that's just so cool. It's like one of my dreams. It's, I don't know. I think I'll probably cry out a tear when I'll do it. It would be awesome. Synchronous Fire, if I cannot fly the 777, 747 is nice, but it will die in a way. Yeah, I would go for the 777 as well, man. I think it's a really awesome airplane. flight factor 777 absolutely transformed my 777 perception. Martin, I'm starting a petition to bring the Concorde back. Well, you know, in America they're doing the project of Boom Supersonic, so who knows? To be honest, I don't believe it's gonna happen, but yeah, they're doing it. I mean, they are doing it. All right, ATC com. Can we do? We didn't do the connection, right? Yeah, we didn't do the connection, of course, but. Can we get to the ATIS? No, right? Because I didn't connect to any CPDLC. But wait, did I add the Hoppy thing? I don't know. Oh, it doesn't have a Hoppy thing. Wait a minute. Ah, yeah, I didn't connect it. Crap. Let me check that very quickly. Hoppy. And paste this here. Uh-oh. Okay, now we're back. Good. So let me check destination ATIS. Because we do have ATIS there. Receive messages. Let me see information. Delta, good! Awesome! Fantastic, this is correct. So, runway in use for arrivals, 24 right. Expect ILS Zulu approach 24 right. Let's change that. What is going on with my texturing? My texturing has just gone berserk. So, ILS Zulu 24 right. Here it is. And we will be doing... What's going to be the arrival? We're approaching from Bisba. We are approaching from Bisba. Let me find here ILS 24 right Zulu. Interesting that it's 24 right. I'm gonna save this and let's do star. We're going from Bisba. Bisba to Zulu, I guess. Or 2 Whiskey. Nah, probably Bisba 2 Whiskey is gonna be the one. Probably Bisba 2 Whiskey. Let's put Bisba 2 Whiskey. No transition, insert. Yeah, X-Plane just unloaded a bunch of textures for sure. Alright, let's go plan mode, range 40. Yep, that's it. That's exactly what I expect. Very nice, very good. So, Bisba at 4,000 feet. That's initial approach fix, and we should be intercepting that at what altitude? Tabla asks us 2,300, so even less. So I want to probably, just for the sake of being not very high, not very fast. Lesba, that's 25 miles away. Lesba, it stays here, flight level 063. I want to put here. Man, looks like we do have a transition. because it definitely draw more than what I have here on the chart. So it's either me who is missing something. Oh yeah, our nav transition. Here we go. So Lasba 4000, Bravo Lima, flight level 450. Okay, let's do 4500 at Lesba. And I'm gonna leave it like that. So it's slightly lower, but it's gonna be better for us. I'm gonna use auto brake low. Let's see, landing performance. I'm gonna reset to full right. Brake mode low, compute, and we have more than enough distance to do it just fine. Also, because we are going to plan for a go-around for practice purposes, let me just check the fuel. Our diversion fuel is 5.5, so I'll assume 5.6. 5.6, or even, you know what, we'll round it up to 5.8 at 300 kilos. So let's assume 5.8 is going to be our diversion fuel, so we have 2.8 tons to play with, so that's good. Right, can I print this as well? Oh wow, look at this, it's a large printer. Brilliant. Okay, so all Azul, caution, our nav approach, transitions in use from initial approach fix. And check FMS, expect 2 whiskey approach transition. Oh wow, I just had to change the bloody page. So that's correct. Good. 2 whiskey transition it is. High intensity runway operations in force 33010. Variable 290 variable between 290 and 360. Visibility 8. Light rain. Few. Clouds 030 scattered 3800 broken 5. Temperature 1212. Holy cow. Okay, it's actually pretty somewhat bad. It's not bad, but it's yeah. 1008. No significant change. Transition level 75. Alright, this is wonderful. We've got that in. 330 at 10. Oh. Temperature 12. 1008. We'll do flaps full, of course, and minimum ILS Zulu will be for Cat Delta 246. Narrow. Set. Beautiful. I hope the textures will be loading fine in a second, because I still see the flight plan. It's a terrible thing. Aviation lifestyle. How has flight simulation helped you in real-life flight training? I am an aspiring pilot who actively does flight simulation, really enjoys it. Aviation lifestyle. A lot. Like, an incredibly lot. So first things first. If you fly a lot, if you see the charts, if you fly the planes, if you watch the autopilot, if you see all of these things, FMA, altitude, your ground speed, true airspeed, the difference that they have, what is the Mach number, transition altitude, transition levels, that's in voice communication, I don't know, air conditioning system, engine start sequences, flaps effects, speed brakes effects, speed dissipation, what is a stall, like. For me, the course was essentially connecting dots. There was very little information that was completely brand new to me. And most of that was either to like specific operational procedures or air law, or understanding meteorology. Like that was new, okay? Some like, let me rephrase that, alright? It's not that it wasn't brand new, but it wasn't something that I never ever saw. Or like, you know that they do it like that, or you saw it somewhere happening, and now you understand why it's like that, or what's behind it. So, in theory it helped a bunch, because you start, I mean, you're training to become an airline pilot essentially, and they're like general knowledge topics. I'm gonna call it general knowledge, like meteorology. Like you have to know how to read a METAR, and you already know because you probably already played a flight on the sim. So the basic METAR reading, you know it. You know how to read the basic forecast. You know what's a NATIS. So you know all of that. Now you will understand how it's that done. There is like, I mean, I could talk on and on and on, and people who never, who came to me, and a lot of people like, yeah, well, flight sims are not really good for flight training. I'm like, dude, shut up. Because that's not true. Of course, it depends on how you do it, but and then like autopilots. Okay, we're gonna teach you what is an autopilot, and then there are people who never saw an autopilot. Like, guys, imagine this for a second. You never saw a start sequence. You never turned on the APU. You never. You don't even know that the APU provides electrical and air conditioning. You don't know that auto brakes have different settings of intensity. You don't know that flaps have, or a flap lever can have flap and slats, and because slats always come first, like on an Airbus, you can see that on the line, right? In the air, we put flaps 1, that's actually slats, you see that. I mean, I could go on, and there is so much about it. It does help a lot, like a huge a lot. So do not stop doing it. Learn, be curious. There is a lot of information on the internet that you can find, and you can check that out, and you can I mean, you can learn a lot of stuff, and then you go into your course and you know that already, so it's just like a simulation. Like, oh yes, I know that once you put the flaps down, the plane will balloon, and you want to put the nose down because otherwise you will break your nice descent rate. Stuff like that, man. There is a lot. Sometimes you just play along with the airplane. You stall it, or you know the icing effects because you also stalled it, or that when you fill an engine you have to apply rudder. Or I mean, there is so much we can talk about here, and yeah. Definitely keep it up. Mike, I know a guy who just finished studying for ATC. He's now working in Vnukovo Center. Wow, congratulations to him. It's very good. Mark, to be honest, towards maybe the end of our airline careers, we could see some supersonic action. I don't know. I don't believe it, to be fair. Because it's because of the sonic boom. It just makes a lot of noise, and that affects a lot of stuff. And I don't think it will happen. I don't know. I don't believe it, but we'll see. We'll see. If aviation turns all electric on us, we'll be the first one to quit. Yep. Unfortunately, that's it. St. Crash Flyer, Lufthansa 100 years is now on the forum for the Philips 747-200. Are you trying to say something here, St. Crash Flyer? I feel like you're trying to say something, like very non-directly. Crash Flyer, we are the news aggregator here, my friend. Let me work. Wait, did you do it? You did the Lufthansa for the Philips 747-200? I think I understand you perfectly. Perhaps we should fly it then after the 350 fiasco. Swappy, is it just me or the screen stuck? No, it's not stuck. It should be on your end. I am just now moving the camera for you like a crazy guy. Alright, you know what, guys? We have 80 miles to go. We have Barcelona control still, right? 134455. 134455. So here's my idea. Let's do a very quick arrival briefing. And it just went offline. Oh, for fuck's sake. No, it literally just went offline, like literally right now. I just saw the bloody screen disappear. Anyway, I think it's time to do an arrival briefing, and that's very important. So let's do that, and then I'll get back to you chat, and then we start our descent, talk a little bit more, and then we'll do our approach with a go around and do a second attempt. Okay, so let's go. Arrival briefing. Guys are ready? Let's go. So status of the airplane, everything seems fine, no problems, no malfunctions. We're all running brilliantly. Considering the weather in Barcelona right now, we've got a wind of 330 at 10 knots with variable. It's variable between 290 and 360. Visibility 8, light rain, towering cumulus, so exactly as I was expecting, so this was a good pick. TCU's at 3000, scattered 3800, broken at 5. Temperature dew point is the same. This very much says fog or low visibility. Every time you will see the dew point and the temperature being on the same page, expect decreasing visibility. Why? Because dew point is the temperature at which the air has to be cooled down to saturate and condensate. So essentially, air can hold a certain amount of water vapor. If you keep putting water vapor in it, there will be a point at which it will not be able to hold anymore. Now, the hotter the air is, the more water vapor it can hold. So very cold air can hold very little. So usually what you will see is a lower dew point. And that will mean that essentially you have to cool down. If you cool down the air to this temperature, it will saturate, will become saturated, and it may start to condensate, and it will affect your visibility. Alright? Oh wait, my screen is stuck? Really? Is it still stuck? Oh, OBS is actually stuck, in fact. Oh, okay, stand by. No, it's good you're displaying the 2 FMS. No, I'm not displaying the 2 FMS, I'm doing the briefing. Oh, crap. Alright, stand... Okay, we should be back now and it should be good. Holy cow, yeah, that's a long time on stuck on 2 FMS. Whoa, it's been like, yeah, 6 minutes. Sorry guys, you should be able to see it now. There's some bug with the thing. We should be back now and it should be fine. Thank you very much for the warning. Alright. Continuing with the briefing, so that's what I was saying. I was saying regarding the thing. So, alright, it's all good, we're back. Thank you very much for the warning. So we'll assume no NOTAMs. Anti-ice might be a possibility on the descent, so we'll keep an eye on that, okay? Considering the 12 degrees and that 10 degrees, or below 10 degrees total air temperature, might need that, so we'll see. I will keep the weather radar on my side and terrain radar on the first officer side, because we do have some terrain in the north western side of the airport, and in fact MSA right here, 15 miles from the Barcelona VORs, 5,600 and 4,715 miles, 6,500 towards the north as well, more than 15 miles out, and 3,300 otherwise. So safe altitude if we turn over the ocean would be 3,300. Sounds good. Top of descent should be actually not very far away. We will be like 46 miles out. I want to do a very quick descent calculation anyway in a minute, and we'll be right back at it. Arrival will be approach via Bisbee to Whiskey Page 10-2 Quebec, effective from the 10th of August. Transition levels, flight level 075, correction. We'll keep the one from ATC. RNAV 1 is required. We do have some altitude restrictions here, so perhaps actually we'll be fine with the VNAV of the airplane. So yeah, probably will be fine with that. RNAV 1 required, we'll comply with that. An initial approach segment referred to 11-0 charts of flying ILS, localizer RNP approach. Not proceed beyond initial approach fixed without ATC clearance. Now, of course, we don't have ATC now, so we'll see. And descent planning due to ATC requirements when authorized for direct routing different from start procedure, adjust descent and speed at the appropriate regulation point. So sounds good to me. We fly like this. Lisbon 2 Whiskey, below 280 knots, below flight level 250 Usaf, above flight level 160 to Samur, below 250, below flight level 100 to Lesba, above 4000. From here we jump to the RNAV transitions. This is page 11-0 Delta, factor from 18th of May 2023. We start here from Lesba. Outbound Lesba, Bravo Lima 450, Bravo Lima 444, max 220 knots, speed restriction, Bravo Lima 440, Bravo Lima 436, and etc. at 4,000 feet outbound. Require RNAV, and do not turn without the without ATC clearance or COM failure. Speed restrictions, mandatory except ATC clearance, max 200 knots and final turn for the outbound leg. Transition to the final approach for ATC tactical use, no idea. Okay, never mind. And MSA here is assumed as 6,400 dead. We have a couple of holdings here, we'll assume that, and then we jump to the ILS runway 24 right, tablet 2,300. We'll probably do that and then slow down from the 200 knots in this section right here. This is page 11-13, effective from the 2nd of November 2023. Frequencies 1095, approach course 244, platform altitude 2300. We'll assume same MSA minimums for us 246. And very simply, it's a 3-degree ILS. Missed approach for us is going to be important as we're going to do the go around. So climb runway heading to 5 DME Barcelona, turn left to intercept radial 241 Barcelona, climb 3,000 feet and as directed. And as directed, what I'll do is just load the transition again and probably proceed to Bravo Lima 440 and then to Tabla, and then we'll do another approach and final landing. So that's going to be it. After that, we're going to land and vacate via the left Romeo 6 November 10 to any of the Terminal 1 parking positions. Perhaps these ones, I think these ones are for larger airplanes, so that's where we'll go. Alright, I will use config flaps full auto brake low and reverse normal. No special considerations apart from the missed approach. That's going to be for practice reasons, and we're not overweight, and there is nothing else to consider. So that's the brief complete. We can now focus on flying the airplane and continue onward. Yeah. Alright, because we flew literally the entire flight in clouds, there's zero scenery. Zero scenery, absolutely zero scenery. 16 miles to go. I'm gonna put here, I'm gonna put 15, level 150 to start with. And probably 2 miles out I'll pull it to manage the descent, so we start a nice and slow descent onward to Barcelona. I'll be watching. Oh, we got back. ATC's back. Wait, what ATC is this? Information Alpha. It's still the same. Alright. Everything is the same. What is your frequency, my friend? We still got ATC. That's fantastic, because that solves a lot of my problems. Barcelona, 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 please. I don't see the frequency though. Oh, there we go. 132580. 132580. There we go. Good. That's done. Alright. Thank you guys for the warning. We got it all right. There's 5 miles to go. Everything seems absolutely fine. Do a ding here. Miles till top of descent, constraint mode coming up, and let's go 3 miles. Let's go manage speed descent. Starting nice and easy. Nice and easy descent. So yeah, Swappy, thank you very much for noticing that. Snacks. Flight sims are not good for training. That's how the French FOs used to think for 50 years, until suddenly they tried ECS World with their Mirage 2000. Now they have an FS training station. Yeah, and you know what? I think most of the people still flying on the line have no idea of the advantages of flight simming. The what? Welcome. You're just in time for our descent. And we're looking for an interesting approach here with a practice missed approach, practice go around. HTSim Vlad, I'm curious, what made you choose X-Plane for your flight simulator? I know why I chose it. HTSim, you could leave your answer, because I'm curious as well. Air pack valve 2 fault, great. Pack 2 off, forward cargo cooling off. Alright. So, we actually lost a pack right now. Yep, pack 2 is off. This is going to affect our pressurization, so let's do ECM actions. Pack 2 off. Forward cargo cooling off. Forward cargo cooling now. This should be on the side. Forward cargo cooling. Off. Airpack valve 2 fault. Clear. PCAM clear. Status, read status, back 2, in-op systems back 2, forward cargo temp. Alright, luckily we have nothing in the cargo, so we'll disclose that. Now, we have a problem though. It looks like the airplane is holding pressurization just fine, but we are running now on one pack essentially, right? Because if I go to bleed, yeah, we have no... Yeah, we have no pack 1, no pack 2 in this case. We have engine bleed 2, so we have 2 working bleeds which we can cross bleed. But I'm just thinking, if we would get a fail on pack 1, would this be a problem? So I'm just thinking, should we start the APU or not? Okay, here's what I'm thinking. Alright, minus 46, it's raining out there. Terrain radar on the first officer side. Let's not forget to fly the plane. And yeah, I'm just thinking APU would add up on our fuel bill, of course. I brought how much fuel did I bring with me? 18,000, right? 18,000, we required 16, so I brought 2 tons of extra fuel. I don't know how much do we spend on a go-around on the 330, but I would assume it's at least a ton, probably. It's at least a ton, because the Embraer spends around 300 to 400, so Airbus would spend about 400 to 500, and the 330, because it's a very heavy one, probably spend around 1,000 something. So... yeah, you know what? Because we lost a pack. I mean, wait, we lost a pack. Yeah, pack 2 is done. Interesting, but it can't keep it up. Alright, I'm gonna start the APU regardless, and I don't have a QRH for the 330. I have a QRH for the 320, which I can access, and I will. Give me a second. I'm actually curious now. Let me go docs, 320 family. QRH, please. Am I not sharing this? No, I'm not sharing. I cannot show you this. I'm sorry, because it's from a real world airline. Let's assume 321NEO, for instance, and let's see. Flight performance, abnormal emergency procedures. Let's see, conditioning. No, this is too hot or too low. We need bleed. Here, there we go. Bleed 1+2 fault. Nope, that's just bleed 1+2 fault. So I guess we don't really need to do anything. In-flight performance. There has to be something, I just don't know where to find it. Flight performance, that's all landing distances. Flight without cabin pressurization, no. What if I try to recycle it? Let me try to recycle it back on. Nope, it's dead. Okay. Fine, we'll keep it off then. It's all good. Alright, speed is fine, 280. Below flight level 250, we're looking good. How's the temperature? -35, we're in the rain. Let's put some anti-ice on. And I'll pre-select here 1008 already. Right, we are on... I'm going to close this. I'm going to continue like this for now. We're on the descent as well. We're going to be soon on flight level 100 and below. That means we don't really require pressurization at that point, so actually good. Okay, so we're on Bisbee to Whiskey. Let me just write that here. And there's probably ATC. Yep, 132580.
55.
That's Barcelona Control. Barcelona Control, very good evening. Condor 1818 heavy, 4 miles to Bisbee, passing flight level 240, descending to flight level 150.
Condor 1818 heavy, Barcelona Control, hello, flight direct Tebla, expect ILS Zulu, runway 24 right.
Direct Tabla, expect ILS Zulu 24 right, Condor 1818.
And 1818, continue descent, flight level 80.
Continue descent, flight level 80, Condor 1818. we got it direct to the we got it direct to the point, the intermediate fix, the point on the ILS, literally. And because of that, we're very, very high now. I'm gonna add probably some speed brakes, because otherwise it's gonna be a pain slowing this bird down.
Skyways 21 Mike Romeo, contact Palma 119er 155.
Alright, so crew awareness, if we will require to climb, let's say we need to divert to... if we will be diverting to Palma, then I will be enabling the APU to have a backup. I mean, wait, no, APU doesn't give pressurization, never mind. Disregard, that was just stupid.
Correction, Ryanair 363, descent level 250.
Descending 250, Ryanair 363.
Oh yeah, you also hear the thing, the air from the
Germany
spoilers.
122, unfortunately no further ATCs available, monitor advisory 1228, bye-bye.
1228, Eastern Germany 122, gracias.
Yeah, you heard how it changed the sound. That was cool.
Ryanair 363,
Alright, yeah, we need
contact
more
Palma
speed
119er
brakes.
155, see ya.
119er 155, see ya, bye.
Barcelona Control, Condor 1818. Confirm no speed restrictions.
Affirm, no speed restriction.
Thank you, Condor 1818. Ice not detected. Total air temperature is +3. I'll wait a little bit more anyway. Better be safe than sorry. Alright, remove the speed brakes.
Mete la caña, Max.
Ah.
Estudiar, Kike, hay que estudiar.
Yeah, what the hell, dude? Like, AP cannot provide pressurization. Never mind. I was thinking generators. It's the same in sim racing, with all the boomers saying simulation is not like the real thing, it's useless. Oh, really?
Device 244 Yankee Barcelona, radio check.
Snacks, yes, but I can crash my GT3 at 250 kilometers in the Radillion, and no, that's not good, and thus not spending 1 million euros on a car. Yeah, that's true. Like, what do they think Hamilton or Verstappen use for training in the sim rig? Yeah. Tushka problems in the A339NEO. I think you brought it. Probably got scared. Definitely got scared. HTM, explain it more realistic for me. I am a physics guy and explain provides for me. Okay, so answering your question, HD Sim. I prefer explain because it's a simulator where planes feel like planes. Okay? And that's very important to me because being a student pilot, understanding what planes are like and actually caring about realistic performance is important to me. So like you feel how a plane should feel in X-Plane much more than in Microsoft Flight Sim. Also because Microsoft Flight Sim never really worked for me, and the times when it worked, it was bad. Like A310 taking off on its own at 80 knots from Barcelona at no wind conditions. Yeah, like no. So I don't know. I also felt somewhat betrayed with their lack of support and overall development. Yeah, there was all of that. So I like explain. I respect a lot Microsoft Flight Sim, and I think thanks to Microsoft Flight Sim, we get explain where it is right now today. So it is great that it exists, that sim. And we also got a lot of people into flight simulation as well, which is also great because it means more development, more stuff, more interest. Perhaps we get people who really like aviation actually try it because of that. So yeah, I mean, there's all of that. Snacks, tell your packs to hold their breath until flight level 100. Nah, it's fine. It's fine. Dude, I was thinking generators, like, yes, if we would lose a generator, then turning on the AP would actually make sense, because then it would be like a backup. But AP, while it provides air conditioning, I don't think it pressurizes. I never read that it pressurizes, so there is no point in having an AP here. And it's going to be 10,000 LS push buttons on. I'm going to wait until the airplane slows down a little bit more in the speed, and then I will put the landing lights on. Help it out a bit. Landing lights on. Oh boy, welcome to Star Wars. Let me switch that off. I don't want to watch that. Alright, I'll remove the speed brake.
Condor 1818, continue descent 5,000 feet QNH 1008.
Continue descent 5,000 feet QNH 1008, Condor 1818.
Tom Shutdown 6 Echo, when ready, descent flight level 250.
Alright, 1818 is set, reading on both sides, 5,000 feet is blue. And yeah, no, we're not going to run that now. Approach checklist. Bear ref 101, correction, 1008 set on both sides of cross check, seatbelt signs are on, minimums 246 is set, auto brake low, engine mode selector normal, approach checklist is complete.
Barcelona control, good afternoon, Condor 8X Delta level 330 inbound Golf India Romeo.
You wanted to make a go around, I forgot. Yeah, I was just thinking about the go around in terms of fuel, like if we do the go around, how much fuel are we gonna spend? And actually, you know what, now that I'm thinking, this is a good exercise. To do the thing. I'm thinking to say to the ATC that we're doing a go around for practice purposes. Like over thresholds.
Approved, facing east, QNH 1008.
I think we should advise him, or should we not advise him? I got the ones to buy Euro Control Wests right after takeoff, direct ILS at... Oh really? After takeoff? Wow. Awesome. And I think the rain has stopped. No it didn't. I don't think if I want to fly with this. Do you want to fly with this? I mean, actually it probably kind of looks like it.
Virgin 5455 Barcelona.
But yeah, I don't want to do it.
Good evening. Fly direct Tebla. Expect ILS Zulu 24 right.
Aviator.
Virgin 545 heavy.
Oh, that's him.
Tebla and expect ILS runway 24 right. Thank you.
Well done, dude. We're catching up. Snacks for me because no Microsoft Flight Sim Tushka. I think Microsoft Flight Sim is a great sim in terms of like scenery, visual aspect in some points. Like if you want to see your house, yes, that's great, but if you want to have somewhat of a proper atmosphere, I mean, not like this, but you get the idea. And we're in the clouds again. Total air temp is +12, so no ice. That's good. HTC, I agree with you, that's why I chose X-Plane, and yes, Microsoft Flight Sim made X-Plane instead of their game visually, so competition is a great thing. Absolutely agree, couldn't say any better. Or you know what, let's manage it the rest of the
Virgin 545, clear descent, flight level 80. Virgin 545, clear descent.
Because we're still flying at 282 knots. Well, you might think, yeah, we're at 250 knots, that's a relatively fine speed. Nope, you're flying at 282.
Condor 1818, clear descent 3000 feet, cleared ILS Zulu, runway 24 right, report established.
Descending to 3,000 feet, cleared ILS 24 right, will report established, Condor 1818. Excellent, so 3,000 feet, he gave us the 3,000 feet. Let's do it like this. So this way we'll do a shallow descent. There we go. Perfect. Remember, this airplane is floaty as hell. Snacks, for the weather, I know it's not because of Microsoft Flight Sim they have redone the weather in X-Plane 12, but because of X-Enviro, Austin never liked that people have to buy third-party add-ons that modify the art controls. There was a video where Austin texted X-Enviro and said, yeah, we will redo our weather engine. Well, I think that kind of makes sense, and unfortunately for X-Enviro, I mean, it's an open world, open business, right? Kind of like it, so I can understand that. Alright, let's push back the speed. Let's activate approach phase, in fact. So how was the wind again? 10 knots, 11 knots.
Unfortunately, you're leaving controlled airspace. Monitor advisory
340 at 11. Textures never came back from that problem there. Let's add
996 Echo, contact Palma 119er decimal 155. Have a safe landing.
Palma 119er 155, actual service, have a nice evening, ciao, contact -6 Dakar.
Bye.
Yeah, look at this. We're doing minus 500 feet a minute,
Vueling 9
and it's barely slowing down.
Vueling 9 X-Ray Charlie, Barcelona.
This
Muy
plane
buenas.
is
Responda
ridiculous.
1000.
Responderemos 1000, Vueling 9 R Charlie para su información.
Like, I want to do flaps 1. Let's go flaps 1 now. Alright, status is check back 2, forward cargo temp.
Ryanair 1 Lima Papa, Barcelona, hello, squawk
We're also clear for the approach, so on the approach, Cat 3 single. Lock star. Ah, don't turn left, that's ugly. Yeah, we're gonna have to do some speed brakes. Urgently.
Vueling 565 Delta, Barcelona, buenas, responda 1000.
Otherwise, it will not slow down below. It will be completely impossible.
Ryanair 1 Lima Papa, identified, continuous fault.
Let's see. Yeah, we're still
Vueling 9
there.
X-Ray Charlie, stand contacto radar, autorizado llegada a Alberto.
3000 feet is also a missed approach.
24 derecha.
Albert 2 Whisky para los 24 derecha, el Vueling 9
Speed is
R
checked,
Charlie.
that's
¿Me podría dar
locked. Flaps 2.
los vientos del aeropuerto ahora mismo?
9 X-Ray Charlie, viento
Well, that
340
flaps
grados,
2 was very
112.
close. No, we're gonna still need it.
Comprado, gracias, R Charlie.
I'm Ryanair 1 Lima Papa, request 5 minutes in.
Alt star.
Ryanair 1 Lima Papa, say again.
Can we request 5 minutes at the customer?
1 Lima Papa, approved to report back.
1 Lima Papa.
And
Forward,
speed is checked. Let's go
Beria
flaps 3.
224, taxi, holding point,
Right,
runway
slope
24
star.
left, via Lima Sierra and Kilo, clear to cross runway 02.
Lima Sierra Kilo, to fall left, everything.
Right, we're 9 miles
1818
out.
with 340 degrees, 11 knots, runway 24 right, clear to land.
Oh, it's
Condor
Oh,
1818
that's
wind 340 degrees, 11 knots, runway 24 right, clear to land.
clear to land, runway 24 right, Condor 1818.
Welding 5,
Alright, 8 miles out.
5
Slow down.
Delta, autorizado llegar a Verso 2 Whisky, espere ILS Zulu 24 derecha.
Pues esperamos llegar
Look
a
at this.
Vertigo, Whisky
Thrust to
para
idle, flaps 3.
24
Let's go gear down. Brakes armed. Lights on.
565 Delta, descienda
And let's go
para
flaps
5000 pies, QNH
Missed approach altitude 3000 feet is set.
y la transición será la Lesba 2 Whisky.
Dude, I don't want to have this light. This is terrible. I think we can just keep up with those will. Landing checklist. Go around altitude 3000 feet set. Cabin crew is advised.
X-ray Delta, going ready, descent
yeah.
flight level 250.
Beacon memo will be coming up. Landing checklist is complete. Alright, so guys, we do the missed approach. We will do the missed approach. At threshold, we do the go around.
Climbing flight level 340 inbound to Amsterdam.
There's a kill 3D rain will script, so if you want to get rid of this.
Stations at one first, Lufthansa 24
I mean, it's
Tango
not
Quebec,
terrible,
4000.
but yeah. We're clear to land. Can continue. Look at this. With flaps full, gear down, it doesn't want to slow down.
Tango Charlie, Barcelona identified, fly direct Guidon.
Let's add some more speed brake
Gear on Skyways 2 for Tango Charlie.
for a little bit, otherwise.
Lufthansa 24 Tango Quebec, confirm English or Spanish.
The wind is coming from the back. There we go. That's why we're not slowing down. 40 knots of wind coming slightly from our back. Let's hand fly the plane a bit.
Tango Quebec, ningún problema, vuele directo Tebla, espere ILS
Alright, so we intercepted what, 180 knots? 180 knots, we intercepted the ILS 3000 feet, and that was a good speed to get it. Alright, autopilot off, we're stabilized.
Ojalá que no se desconecte y ningún problema.
Let's do some.
Pues mueve R Charlie.
It's not as noisy on the 320.
Lufthansa 24 Tango, Tango Quebec, descienda a
Look
nivel
at the
de vuelo
wind, dude.
80.
confirmacionado ahora, creo que era para el vuelo. Lufthansa 24 Tango Quebec, descienda a nivel de vuelo 80. Tenemos nivel de vuelo 80.
Stabilizing clear to land. Fuel is 9.2. Remember, 9.2.
Nivel de elevación, el model, perdón,
What is still pushing us out? Correct?
Virgin 545, continue descent 5,000 feet, QNH 1008. Virgin 545, descent level, flight level 50, QNH 108.
Land green.
Barcelona controller, muy buenas, Ryanair Lima J on course Rock, flight level 330, request descent.
Ryanair Lima Hotel, Barcelona, hello, squawk 1000.
Squawk 1000, Ryanair Lima Hotel.
200. Minimum.
Continue.
$100. 50.
Go around. Mantoga SRS, nav, auto thrust.
Expect runway 24 right, descent,
Go
flight
flaps.
level 120.
Positive climb. Gear up.
Zulu arrival for runway 24 right and descent, say again, Ryanair Lima Hotel.
Ryanair Lima Hotel, flight level 120.
Descent to flight level 120, Ryanair Hotel Lima, muchas gracias.
Barcelona, Condor 1818 going around.
1818, roger, runway heading 4000.
Runway heading 4000, Condor 1818. Press climb, open climb. Let's go, pull runway heading, autopilot on. Runway heading is 244.
Wings 3, Charlie Bravo, flight level 310, good day. Wings 3, Charlie Bravo, Barcelona,
And
very good.
flaps
Afternoon,
1.
cleared, Munich 4, Mike arrival, expect ILS, Zulu, runway 06 left. Clear for Munich 4, Mike arrival,
3,000,
expecting 06 left,
4,000
Wings
feet
3
set.
Bravo. Condor 1818, turn right heading 350 degrees.
Right heading 350, Condor 1818. Heading 350, speed check.
Alpine 32 Golf
Upset.
Kilo, unfortunately
Brakes
no
disarmed.
further ATCs available.
Lights
Monitor
off, we're
advisory
gonna
1 to
disable the
281.
rain.
128, Alpine 2 Golf Kilo, thank you, have a good day.
Right, so remember,
Ryanair 1 Lima Papa,
9.2 is what we had for already burned
Ryanair 1 Lima Papa, welcome
300
back.
kilos.
thank you.
Alright, I'm going to activate the approach phase again. Let me see what we have here in terms of FMC stuff. Speed out start.
Condor 1818, continue right turn heading 050 when able, state region of go around.
Heading 050 and unstable approach, Condor 1818.
Roger.
So we got the entire approach loaded on. Good. Out. So that was a nice go around. We didn't need to, but we practiced.
Skyway is 24
Right.
Charlie.
5.8 is our diversion fuel. We still have 8.7, so we have time to. Don't need anti-ice, don't need anything. Do we need to rebrief anything? We're being vectored. We are not exactly at MSA, so let me turn on terrain radar on for better situational awareness. And that's going to be it. Right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Captain speaking. We just had to perform the go-around. There was still a traffic on the runway, so this is completely normal. The situation is under control. We will be now doing the second approach for normal landing inspectors to be on the ground in the next 10 minutes. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Virgin 545.
We'll keep green dot speed for now because there's that traffic.
Nana Zulu Hotel, unfortunately I only cover the north sector. Valencia is not in my airspace. Monitor advisory 1228, have a nice flight. Okay, bye. Virgin 545, descend 3,000 feet, clear ILS Zulu approach, runway 24 right. Virgin 545, please to descend. flight level 30 and 3 approach, runway 34 rights.
The Condor 8 X-ray Delta, contact Palma 119.155. 119.155, Condor 8 X-ray Delta, good day.
Yeah, there's two traffics there. Oh, maybe the Virgin's this one.
Lufthansa 24 Tango Quebec, velocidad alta aprobada.
We could have done a soft go around, but because we were near the ground, I prefer to do a full toga. We can watch the replay.
Condor 181 will be number 2 for approach.
Number 2 for approach, we are ready for approach, Condor 1818.
Roger, standby, expect vectors.
Copy, expecting vectors, Condor 1818. I'm gonna have to slow down.
1818, you can descend 3,000 feet.
Descending 3,000, Condor 1818.
Iberia 224 identified, climb flight level 190.
Press idle open descent.
Buenas,
Approach phase is activated.
Iberia 224 cleared, also 2 Romeo arrival, expect
And let's do flaps 1. Speed is checked, flaps 1. Status, that's associated, clear status.
Arrival,
Alright, let's go for another one. Land this time.
Condor 1818, turn right heading 070, correction 080.
Right heading 080, Condor 1818. And I want to keep 180 knots.
Condor 1818, continue right, turn heading 120 degrees.
Right heading 120 degrees, Condor 1818. Nice ATC.
Vueling 9 X-Ray Charlie, vuele directo Tebla.
Directo Tebla, el R 9R Charlie.
Y 9 X-Ray Charlie, autorizado descenso 5000 pies, QNH 1008.
Let's do 180.
Para 5000 y 1008, el Vueling 9R Charlie, gracias.
Lufthansa 24 Tango Quebec,
Keep the lights on just for the other traffic.
izquierda, rumbo 130, vectores paralelos Zulu de la 24 derecha.
Speed out star. Let's go flaps 2.
130 para Lufthansa 24, no, que creo que a ver si carga la rodita también, estamos jodidos.
Condor 1818, turn right heading 220 degrees, clear Thailand Zulu 24 right.
Right heading 220 degrees, cleared ILS, approach 22 right, Condor 1818.
Ryanair 9
Let's
Lima
go
Hotel,
170.
continue descent, flight level 80.
165 in fact.
Continue descent, flight level 80, Ryanair 9 Lima Hotel.
Let's do 170. Approach armed. Light slope block, Cat 3 single. Let's go flaps 3. Fantastic vectoring, man. Holy cow. What a bloody brilliant
Vueling
ATC.
565 Delta, derecha, rumbo 300.
¿Me puedes repetir el rumbo para el vuelo 565 Delta?
Rumbo 300.
Lock star.
Rumbo 300, vueling 565.
Let's do 160.
Vueling 9 X-Ray Charlie, autorizado descenso 3000 pies, posterior Tebla, autorizado ILS Zulu, pista 24 derecha.
Descenso
038 on the approach
3000 y
speed now.
después de
Light
Tebla
slope star.
autorizado para el ILS 24 derecha, el 9R Charlie.
Condor 1818, reduce to final approach speed.
Reducing to final approach speed, Condor 1818. Glide slope start, pull up geyser.
Lufthansa 24 Tango Quebec, derecha rumbo 200.
Okay, let's do non-standard.
Derecha rumbo 200.
Early gear down. Flaps full.
Ryanair 901 Lima Hotel, right heading 170 degrees, vectors ILS 24
Missed
right.
approach, 3,000 feet set, landing checklist.
170 degrees, vector ILS 24 right.
Okay, pressure, low different pressure. That's unrelated. Ground altitude 3,000 feet set, cabin crew is advised. Econ memo coming up. Landing checklist is complete. Let's help him out.
Barcelona Control, Munich, Vueling 2 Kilo, Quebec, descendiendo de vuelo 1
Shut. Landing the blue,
Vueling
landing
2 Kilo
checklist
Quebec,
complete.
Barcelona Guaranit, responda 6204.
Walney,
6204,
you're just done, right? Final approach you did.
Eurowings 3
The
Charlie
final
Bravo,
landing.
when ready, descend flight level 250.
HTC Max Enviro is too expensive in frame hog. I do have X Enviro, in fact, and I really loved it for X-Plane 11. There is nothing that beats it on a foggy landing or just night flying. It was the best, and still, I don't see anything that beats it, so I'm waiting.
Virgin 545.340 degrees, 10 knots, 24 left, clear to land.
Still waiting for
Virgin
that.
545
Oh, so that's... wait! Is that the Virgin one?
Lufthansa 24 Tango Quebec en rumbo presente, autorizado ILS Zulu, pista 24 derecha.
No, that's sus. Wait.
Autorizado a...
Yeah, that's Aviator. Well done. Well done. Alright, 8.4
just confirmed,
on the
flying heading 170.
8.4 on the fuel, so we spent about a ton. So I was correct, a ton
1,000.
per go round. Speed, keep the speed up. That's stabilized. Just autopilot off, send fly the plane. Cat 1.
Vueling 565 Delta, descienda 4.000 pies.
Yeah, I'm gonna need some of this. Some of this thing.
Condor 1818, expect late landing clearance.
Copied. Oh, flight slope. Correcting.
Condor 1818, wind 340 degrees, 10 knots, runway 24 right, clear to land.
Left to land, runway 24 right, Condor 1818.
Virgin 545, welcome to Barcelona. Taxi stand 217 via November and entry Delta Sierra.
Wind is quite variable.
Virgin 545, taxi via November, Delta and Sierra, right? Yes. Lufthansa 24 Tango Quebec, reduzca 160.
200. Minimum.
Continue.
Próximo
correcting.
160 nudos, Lufthansa 24 Tango Quebec. Vueling 9 X-Ray Charlie, aumente velocidad 180 hasta la 5.
180 hasta la 5, Vueling 9 Charlie,
40, 30, 20, retard,
Vueling 565 Delta, reduzca 200.
Reducción para 200, Vueling 565 Delta.
Has some spoilers, reverse green, brake low.
Monitorizado el 10 en Zulu de la 24 derecha,
100 knots.
Ryanair 9 Lima Hotel,
That was windy.
descent 5,000 feet, QNH 1008.
70.
Descent 5,000 feet, QNH 1008,
Stop the chrono.
Iberia 224, llave Palma.
Start the other chrono.
Direction Iberia 224.
Reverses
contact
out,
Palma,
manual braking.
119er 155.
119er 155, 60 services, bye-bye. Iberia 24.
Right there. There's the
Vueling 2
Virgin.
Kilo Quebec, autorizado.
Aviator,
vuelo
keep
directo
moving.
Tebla, 24 izquierdo, descienda 5.000, QNH 1008.
QNH 1008, directo Tebla, descenso 5.000 pies, Vueling 2 Kilo Quebec.
We are Romeo's.
Establecido localizador 24 derecha, Vueling 9 R Char.
Aviator, you cannot do that.
Mantenga alta
You have to move.
y continúe número 1.
Mantenemos alta y continuamos Vueling 9 R Char.
Lufthansa 24 Tango Quebec, reduzca velocidad, aproximación final y espera autorización tardía.
Reducimos a velocidad de aproximación final y esperamos autorización tardía de Lufthansa 24 Tango Quebec.
Barcelona, Condor 1818 vacated on Romeo 6.
Condor 1818, welcome to Barcelona. Taxi stand 236, straight ahead via Papa Sierra.
Stand 236 straight ahead by Papa Sierra, Condor 1818.
Griffin 7 Juliet Delta, Barcelona, hello, climb flight level
Papa
340.
Sierra.
Griffin 7 Juliet Delta, Barcelona. Earrings 3 Charlie Bravo, contact
Oh, no, I
Palma
can't see the
119er 155.
Straight ahead would
Over
be
to
right
Palma,
here, clear
North
left.
155. So Europeans 3 Charlie Bravo.
Oh wait, there's a tuple left. Snacks, I see you.
Griffin 7 Juliet Delta, Barcelona, hello, climb flight level 340.
11340, Griffin 7 Juliet Delta.
Ryanair 9 Lima Hotel, descend 3,000 feet, right heading 200 degrees.
3,000 feet, QNH 200 degrees.
Trying to find the thing.
Lufthansa 24 Tango Quebec, cancel aproximación, suba 4.000 pies, derecha rumbo
Oh, there's
360.
another one. Papa Sierra.
Ascendemos a 4.000 pies, cancelamos aproximación y ascendemos a 4.000 pies. Descenso 24 a Quebec.
24 Tango Quebec, 4.000 pies, derecha rumbo 360.
Alright, 236. I found it.
Y derecha rumbo 360.
236. This goes to off.
El corte final de la 24 derecha, el Welly 9 es Richard.
And
9 X-ray
we've
Charlie, viento
got
340 grados, 10 nudos, 24 derecha,
almost 3
derecha para
minutes on the
aterrizar.
fuel. Good.
Entonces,
Clear left.
aterrizar de la 24 derecha, el 9 es Richard Lee. Estamos sobre establecidos.
And there's 236.
565 Delta, continúa aproximación número 2.
Continuamos aproximación número 2, Welly 5.
There's a go around, you can see it.
Ryanair 9 Lima Hotel, clear tires will approach 24 right.
Sí, hay solo to for right, Ryanair 9 Lima Hotel.
I overdone the turn.
Yes?
Affirm.
Yeah, I overdone the turn.
Vueling 2
Sorry.
Kilo Quebec, continúe descenso 3.000 pies.
Continuamos descenso 3.000 pies, Welling 2 Kilo Quebec.
Skyways 24 Tango Charlie, leaving my airspace, monitor advisory 1228, bye-bye.
122.9, Skyways 24 Tango Charlie.
Yeah, textures are still not
Ryanair 1
loaded.
Lima Papa, same for you, leaving my airspace to the south, monitor advisory 1228, bye-bye.
To the side 22.8, Ryanair 1 Lima Papa.
Right, parking brake is
Lufthansa
set.
24 Tango Quebec, vire derecha, rumbo 060.
We've got 3 minutes on the engines, we've got APU.
Rumbo 060, Lufthansa 24 Tango Quebec.
Cut that.
Region 5 Papa Heavy, can I get gates for heavy
And
Can you go
seatbelt sign off.
activate?
Fuel pumps off.
Virgin 545 Heavy, affirm gate 217
Below
is
5%
straight
N1,
ahead.
beacon
You will
on,
need to take
some
the
lights.
next left, and then it's the gate that is in the corner of the terminal.
APU is on.
Okay, thank you, gates.
Transponder, let's reset this to 2000. Put this to standby.
Vueling 565 Delta, viento 340 grados, 10 nudos,
After
pista
landing was
24 derecha,
complete.
autorizado para aterrizar.
Parking checklist, parking brake and chock set, engines off, wing lights off, wing pumps off, fuel pumps.
Ryanair 9 Lima
Parking
Hotel,
checklist is
reduce
complete.
to final approach speed.
There's the
Reduce
thing.
to final approach speed and satisfy
Disconnect
the
external power.
9 Lima Hotel, continue approach number 2, expect late landing clearance.
Continue approach, expect landing clearance, Ryanair 9 Lima Hotel.
Vueling 9 X-Ray Charlie, bienvenido a Barcelona, ruede al 260 vía November.
Alright, we did it. We did it. That was very cool. Looks like I parked quite decently, considering that I I was very offset there. Where is the Tupolev? I swear to God, there, there it is. I swear to God, I saw the Tupolev. There's Aviator taxiing to the heavy gate, and that was brilliant. There's the Welling 320. I think he just landed. Whew, that was cool. All right, guys, that was nice. I watched you landing in the sim. Good. Synchronous Fire, good night. Thank you very much for being here. Get some rest And yes, next it's blurry because my GPU still hasn't recovered from whatever it was, so some of the details are still very, very blurry. But anyways, I would be now preparing the airplane to return back to Munich, but we're not going to be doing that. We'll be ending here. However, I do want to do the replay of the go-around for the sound and for the final landing. So let's just do that. Let me just say goodbye to the ATC.
Ryanair Lima. Ryanair Lima, hotel, wind 340 degrees, 10 knots, runway 24 right.
And yes, it's the default scenery. This thing, it has like a separate add-on. I can't remember. Perhaps it's the little, no, the simple ground equipment and services. Perhaps it's that.
Vueling 565 Delta, bienvenido a Barcelona.
Alright, I'll just send him a message.
56 via
Thanks
Echo,
for
Juliet,
your
buena
awesome control. Bye bye. And I'll be disconnecting Red Sim and entering replay mode. So let's see. Put some runway view. This is where we landed. Okay, let's watch the go around first. I'll probably unload the scenery. Maybe. Yeah, that definitely unloaded the scenery. 100 feet. Alright, so we'll just listen to the sound. So here we are on approach. I'll wait until the scenery loads up because the airplane went away. And off we went. Let's listen to flap sounds as well. It's still loading the scenery, that's why it's lagging. Or maybe thrust reduction. Yeah. That was nice. Wait, we need to watch that with the proper lights now that the scenery is loaded. Let's watch it properly from here. And perhaps an outside view as well. Over the runway. Yeah. Alright, wait. Now let's watch it as a spotter. Let's see if I can come in time. Pull it back. There's the runway. There's the runway. There's the threshold. Nice in the eyes. Yeah. Let's now watch the thrust reduction and the flap sounds, and then I'll zoom out for the final landing. Man, that's a beautiful sound. flaps should be coming up next. Yeah, nice. Snacks. Family of, you have the same name. Yes, he's my father. Oh, wait, he's in the chat. I did not notice. Привет, папа. Приятно тебя тут видеть. Yeah, and I switched off the lights. Beautiful. Alright, let's move this up for the second landing. Probably the scenery will unload and will have to be loaded again. Much probably, or maybe not. Maybe. Yeah, alright, looks like it's loaded. Oh yes, we kissed it. Ooh, nice water spray. Rip my FPS. Wait, I want to come a bit closer. I felt like there was a wind change at the very end. I thought it wouldn't flare, but yeah, that was properly saved. Alright, guys. Well, I'm gonna leave it here from the wing view. Let me see if I can switch off the landing light. No, I can't. Well, I'll leave it from here so you guys can see the approach from the landing, from the wing view. And touchdown and taxi and all that stuff. So, I want to say thank you very much for being here. Apologize for the delay with the A350. Yeah, I'm gonna change the thumbnail of this live stream, and yeah, wish me luck. I don't know if I'll be streaming again until the next weekend. So if we don't talk here on YouTube, wish me luck for my CPL exam, and yeah, I'll be here next weekend to tell you the story. Yeah, thank you everybody for being here. It's been awesome. Aviation Lifestyle, congratulations for flying on VATSIM, on busy VATSIM with the A340. Well done for you. And which Soundpack is best for the A340 600 Toliss? I don't know. To be fair, I don't know. I think FT Sim had one, but I don't own the 340, so I can't tell you. But yeah, anyway, thank you very much, guys, for being here. It's been awesome. Have a great rest of the day, of the night, and we'll see you soon for more. Bye bye. It's the latest, Snacks. It's the latest. Thank you, everybody. Lovely taxing sound, by the way.